Alright, hi friends.
Hello.
Welcome back. Last time we had a very successful double hag fight out in the garden. Two of us burned our level ups. Some of us took some severe amounts of damage. And that was about as far as we made it, so I don't really have much else to say. No roleplay to be had when you're all standing in the same
We killed
bloody
two
battlefield.
hags.
I mean, I meant in the group chat. Nothing to go over. You all can roleplay now, because welcome back.
I feel like Caladium is still just fucking sitting down wherever she was last standing. It's just like, okay, I need like fucking 10 minutes. That hurt. Ow.
I know last time I said that I immediately went over to the other hag to help CD, look through her stuff.
Mhm.
And I retconned just a little bit because I was like, oh, I should maybe check on my bunny.
Yes, you can.
So I would like to go up to Dusty and make sure they are okay and fret over them a little bit.
I'm thinking, I don't know what Dusty would say. Dusty's over here like, I just got eaten by the frog again. Twice. They did it to me twice. They will let you fret, but they don't have much to say. They're still coming out of their little beady-eyed bunny mode.
Either. I just wanted to throw it out there.
Very cute.
Emrys took Bavlorna's staff. I think that I said that, but I didn't know if that was in game or after. Last time I couldn't remember. Which is pretty sick. It's like taller than he is. So carrying that around for now. I think when he picked it up, he kind of stood there for a minute with it in his hands and looked at her. And I think he was just kind of like taking in the scene, but also taking time to recuperate, kind of like everyone else is. Like not really saying much, but just taking a breather.
What would we say is like the overall mood of the party right now?
Tired.
We're so sweepy. We're so sweepy eepy.
Very
This little guys.
exhausted, I think, is the mood for Caladium. Emotionally, mentally, physically exhausted. Emrys feels really powerful and vindicated at the moment.
I don't know, like I said, like, Dusty's in their coming out of being emotionless state, so they're not feeling anything yet.
I think that every single nerve ending CD has is a light.
Oh, CD, my boy.
Baby.
Kind of darting back and forth between all four of you, worried for each of you for different reasons.
On the side of the garden near Cal and Dusty, there's just the softest lullaby music coming from the flowers. Everybody else, you hear the incessant droning of insects, like it's the middle of the summer, and they're all alive and singing at once.
I do not trust those singing flowers.
I don't trust that one fucking bit.
I'm sorry, I've seen Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, don't be eepy in the Feywild.
They're coming after me, stupid little
No.
poppies.
No being Eevee in the Feywild. Got it.
Well, what would y'all like to do?
Silver, I know that what I'm missing is here, right? Like, I felt it the last time.
You guys can feel it, yes.
Yeah, I think we
Can
wanted
I,
to loot, right?
Can I go find it? Can I go walk
You'd
towards
like
this
to?
room?
Okay, so how would you like to enter? Because there is the stairway and the balcony that leads to the dormitories, infirmary area that you all know exists. There's also the door back to the room of painting that was nailed. You'll know
guess
several
whichever is
entryways.
closest, or
The closest one is to go up the stairs at the edge of this garden.
that's the one Bavlorna came out of, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can probably assume it's not nailed shut if we want to go to that one.
That sounds fine.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. I am very cool with that.
Let me move you back to the Loom Lurch map. Should call it Loot Lurch permanently. Okay. So at the top of the balcony here, you find the door is actually still wide open. She wasn't intending to die, so didn't think she'd have to worry about shutting the door behind her.
She should have gotten good.
Aw, rat. Rip. I have to resummon him.
Real, she would have. Sorry for popping him like a balloon, but it was pretty fun.
That's okay. He comes back.
Yeah, he's fine.
If
Yeah, that's why I didn't feel
Oh,
too bad
shit.
about popping him.
yeah, you can pop him if you need to, but if it were a mortal creature, I think I'd be devastated. But rat's fine. He's like a little cockroach. He comes back.
Oh, rat.
Like the little dude in Wall-E.
Exactly. Exactly. Right. So we're in the top of the barracks, like in the infirmary. Okay.
Yeah. Are we just investigating room by room? Is that the plan?
Well, did Dusty say anything about looking for the thing that's here that they're here for?
I think they're just wandering towards whatever it is, because they're a little out of sorts lately. And having a director is a nice thing to follow.
Star would know from experience that you can't play hot and cold with the feeling. If she would like to pass that information on.
Wait, I'm sorry.
What? Star would know, since she's the only one who's found an item that she was missing so far, that you can't play hot and cold with the sensation. You won't know it until you touch it.
Okay. Then yeah, I would let Dusty know and say maybe we should just touch a bunch of stuff, and then I will start rifling through the infirmary.
Are those little guys still walking around anywhere? Do we see anybody else?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Can I help with that?
Yes, you can.
Are you helping me, or are you also rolling?
I'm also rolling because I've got dummy good perception.
I do too.
21.
All right.
9. I rolled like poop.
Emrys, you can't really see shit right now. You're kind of just feeling yourself a little bit too much.
I want to say he's feeling powerful, but not in like his usual cocky way. He's just like I can't explain it very well. I'll sit on it and think of it. But
is it I want to go to war, I want a lightsaber?
kind of. You know, he's like 2 down, 1 to go. I'm ready to get this shit over with, you know? Like, now I feel like we can actually do it. So.
Star, you notice near one of the beds a bunch of scattered armor pieces that are very familiar.
Oh.
Hold up the helmet of it. And first I'm going to ask Dusty to touch it and see if it feels like their thing. And then as I'm looking at it, I'm going to be like, oh, I think these are the little guards. Do you think they all just died?
I don't like that. They were just little men. I don't think they really deserve to stop existing. I didn't think of the consequences that this has.
So, and her powers are gone. Then it makes
Who is in the room with us?
Everybody?
We're all
everybody.
Dusty's gonna sit there for a minute. Grab Star by the hand and be like, "Can you give us a moment, please?" But I just nice things, and I'm just gonna try to drag Star out of the room to a different place.
Hang on.
You want to go outside, or do you want to go down?
What did you just say?
They're dragging you off.
I'm taking you with me.
You want to go outside, or do you want to go into the building further?
Somewhere further in the building, so I can close the door.
Okay.
I mean, Caladium is probably also headed further into the building, because Caladium is also trying to touch shit and find her thing.
Okay.
If anything,
I respected your guys' privacy when you wanted to run off in fucking the woods. I feel like Dusty's privacy should be respected.
Well, I feel like then you should go outside, like we did!
I'm sorry. When you went outside, a dragon chased us.
We're not outside. The pumpkin is still screaming. Just throwing it out there.
Well, if you just need to shut a door, the balcony has a door. You could just step through the door and shut it. You don't have to go all the way down.
Well, that's where I'm taking her, because I can't remember any of the other rooms.
And use on.
I'm stepping out there with Star. I'm slamming the door. Stop. Say what you just said again about the little armament.
If they were kept alive by her powers and her powers are gone, then it makes sense that they would be gone.
Okay. Alright. A, you are brilliant. Sorry for causing a scene. B, well, Stardrop, what else do we know that is controlled by these hags' power? I'm asking simply because if I start to think about it too hard, I might panic. And I need you to think about it for me so I don't have to say it out loud.
By their power.
Star, what did we take from this place?
Children.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, surely. No, right?
I mean, it would make sense. I don't know if we should say anything to anybody else about this. Yet.
Not a word.
Mainly because A, everybody's coming down. I don't want to ruin Emers's mood. He seems in great spirits, but
maybe not yet, but we should maybe mention it on the way back home. I also don't want to start anything emotional right now. I think we should keep an eye on CD. I know.
Oh my god.
They are normally so chill and fine, but they did just find out that hag made them. Let's maybe not pop a balloon full of nails in the middle of letting CD deal with that. Until we have to.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
I promise.
I'm saying a curse into the Feywild for a minute. Just like praying very hard. Heronius, do you hear me? What the fuck? What the fuck, Heronius? Don't put me through this. Don't do this to me. This is not what I signed up for.
While this is happening.
Back inside before
dude, I also have something.
Yeah, while this is happening, Caladium would have been fully walking down the stairs back toward the room with the paintings in it, funny enough.
Alright.
When Cal walks down, I think I'll let her get a little bit ahead, but I want to talk to CD for like just a second. How does CD look like he's feeling? Does he look like shaken up, or does it like...
How much can a robot emote?
Should I insight? Can I insight him?
He who does not have the ability to smile or really emote, probably not a lot, but you can definitely insight check still.
Binder's upside down. Insight. That's a 17.
I feel like CD, just based on visual Feywild magic bullshit, has maybe lost a little bit of the shine that they initially had. Not quite such shiny lacquer. And they grow flowers when they stay still for too long, like flowers bloom around. So I think that the flowers also, they're just kind of pale in color, white petals, not too much going there.
Okay. I think letting Cal get a little bit ahead, not ahead enough that she's out of sight, but just, taking a second to tag with CD. I think that Emrys would kind of come up to him and kind of like put his arm around his shoulders, and I think he'd go, when I first saw you, I thought that your mechanics looked familiar. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. Honestly, I've forgotten a moment, but I guess in a way this makes us brothers.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Emrys. I don't think that you telling me would have changed anything.
I don't think that it would have either, but I felt a little guilty whenever she said that, and I remembered.
You're forgiven.
Thank you. I really did not want to say it. I did not.
How about, what if you made it up to me by helping me look for anything that might help me?
Of course. It's what I promised to do, and I promise to do it still.
I just want, not that I want to take the lead on looting anything, but I very specifically am poking around for things that I think might have anything to do with me.
Okay. So, as you begin to poke around in this cottage, the first thing that you all realize is that you kind of overlooked how cluttered this place is. There are doll parts and half-finished toys and completely finished toys and springs and metalworks and all kinds of things all over the place. What are you looking for in particular? Just things that might help you?
I suppose maybe not looking for things that speak to CD, but things that speak to Rune.
What room would you like to search in?
I'll start with the room that I'm in now, I suppose. Which is,
So you guys just went downstairs. You were in the barracks, I believe, right?
We were following Cal heading towards the painting room. So I guess in that hallway is where we're at right now.
Okay.
If CD goes into rooms, I think I'm going to stand out in the hallway so I can kind of watch both of them.
If you guys are making pit stops, I will go with you, but Caladium has a thing that she would like to do in the room with the paintings. But if pit stops need to be made, pit stops need to be made. She's also looking for shit.
Okay.
So make an investigation check in this hallway with all these cupboards.
I also want to poke around, but I'm not looking for anything in particular.
Okay. I got a 7.
You open the door that Star previously opened and are horrified by the small, mummified corpse of a girl in a pig mask that you temporarily forgot was in there.
Gently, but quickly. Glance at Emrys and move on to the next room.
I feel like I've seen dead bodies before. I would like to poke around further in there, if I can.
Yes, also roll investigation. You said Emrys was poking around?
Yeah. Do you want me to roll too?
Yeah.
Investigation?
Yes.
I'm not good at investigation. That's a 12.
I got a 13.
Okay, a 12 and a 13. You both find some interesting cobwebs and some old moth cocoon husks.
Damn.
Cool.
Mm.
You know what? Wait, one moment.
That's components right there.
I'm like, Never mind.
Okay. So moving on to the painting room.
Did Star and Dusty come back, or are they still up in the infirmary?
I would say we're coming
didn't take
back.
very long, so I mean, afterwards we would have came back, but I think you guys went a little ahead of us.
Yeah, I
But
kind
that
of.
you all caught up in the cupboard.
Okay, cool. 'Cause I wanted to hang back for you guys a little. I didn't want to get too far, but that's.
Well, no, that's fine.
okay.
I was waiting for a good point to be like, oh, we come in and catch up.
Oh, entering the painting room, you all are once again greeted with the horrifying visage of 4 hags and a dark-haired elven woman. You can easily surmise that one of them pricked these thorns while passing through this room.
I would like to intentionally run my hand over a thorn so I can see my paintings.
Before Cal does that, just really quickly, looking at the picture of. You said Zabilna's thing had a different name, right?
Yes, it says Natasha.
Okay, I thought so. Does the picture look how I recognize Zabilna, or did she look different?
The only thing that is different about the Zabilna you know and the woman depicted is that this woman's hair is inky black and Zabilna's hair is white.
Okay.
She has the exact same mark on her cheek that you also bear.
Okay, that's all I wanted to clock. Nothing crazy.
So, Cal, you intentionally draw up the visage of your parents.
I feel like I stand in front of the portrait of my mother for a moment. And I'm remembering what Emrys was saying. Had it ever occurred to you that it is your mother who is the monster? And I feel like it is in that moment that Caladium kind of turns around and looks at CD in particular. This is the bitch that made me. She ran the fight pit I grew up in. I didn't know that before I saw this painting. So this is new information for me. And I'm still processing it, and I'm still working through it a little bit. But this bitch does not get to define me.
Are you saying this to CD?
Yes. So, and Caladium basically finishes off with, if this bitch does not get to define me, then the bitch that made you doesn't get to define you either.
Did CD ever tell Caladium about Rune?
No, that has not been shared. That has not been shared at all.
So Empress is the only one who knows?
Yep.
Caladium is literally assuming that you are a robot built by an evil hag. That is where this sentence is coming from.
Well, because she did basically say that, so.
Yeah.
Everyone is in this room, correct?
Mm-hmm.
No, we are walking in. We're coming in here.
Then, instead of saying what I was initially going to say, I think that... So, Caladium, very intentionally has her hand on a thorn, correct?
Yes.
Then CD will slide their hand over the one that Caladium has on a thorn currently and say, she didn't make me, she imprisoned me. And give you a nice, you squeeze your hand, and CD can't smile.
Right.
But, incline their head just a bit and let go.
It's felt. That's important.
I love imagining
And I definitely think
CD
that
with... Okay, sorry.
with that sentiment, that maybe a little bit of sheen has returned to CD.
Can I
His
make
laughter.
some kind of check to see if Star can make the connection between what CD just said and revolving them versus the rocking horse unicorn husband?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
I love imagining CD with C3PO's Like when you're like he tilts his head, I'm like.
4.
You get too caught up in how fucking sad it is that Edie is going through this. Don't even think about Eladon.
Damn,
Poor
I gotta-
Eladon.
I gotta hit him up on the way out, by the way.
Yeah, we gotta take him back with us.
His old lady's the one that gave me temporary power, so I do owe him.
So, continuing on into the next room?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And it is at this point that Caladium is just going to start touching random shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm grabbing things.
I
So
imagine
this
you
room-
I'm picking it
grabbing
up.
random shit and bringing it up to you, being like, "Is this it? Is this it?"
I think that Emrys
And
isn't.
Dusty just smacking shit with one hand, and whenever Star comes up, smacking that, and then continuing their walk.
I think Emrys's goal is to get to the hag room. So if any of you guys want to make investigations on the way there, he'll help you guys, but I don't think that he's really going to be looking for anything. So if you guys want to take the help action from me, feel free to, because I'm not going to really search until we get to their room.
So, you all previously poked your head into this room, and there was a doll sitting on the table.
Mm-hmm.
This doll is also collapsed and inanimate.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that that implies it was alive. Ooh.
It very much was. It has a name. Do you want to know its name since you won't get to fight it?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Pincushion.
Pincushion?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of love
What do you
that.
mean, pincushion? I hate
Can we
that.
see a picture of Pincushion?
Oh, yes, you fucking can. Give me 1 second.
That
Hold
sweet
on.
creature.
She looked sick as fuck.
You know,
I
this-
really do.
Oh, go ahead, Red.
I really just love the idea that like Caladium is literally just touching shit. Just random objects, trying to figure out which one of these things is it.
I like
So
thinking
whoever
that
would
Dusty
like
is
to-
actively avoiding touching you too.
Whoever would like to in this room, go ahead and make some investigation checks.
We're
Like
investigating.
you. Just because,
Damn it.
she's so cute. I love her.
I can help
Um,
one of you, and if
You and I have very different ideas of cute.
I think
Oh, I
she's
love
cute.
her.
She slays.
I love her.
She would belong on my fireplace with all my other clowns.
She would belong in the fire.
That's for
That's
YouTube.
for you to say.
So
I got a
I
15.
trying to give Dusty like stuff to touch, but also like while I'm doing that, I just want to see if anything interesting catches my eye.
Also, I will take
give me
Emrys's
an
help.
investigation
No one
roll.
else has.
Yeah, go ahead.
20.
It makes sense that he would help you.
Natural 20.
It is, which is a 23 total.
Excellent.
Emrys is just jingling his staff.
That was better.
In a small, like, partially hidden box in the corner of the room, Star finds a leather-bound journal with hand-drawn watercolor paintings of fey creatures. And along with it, a pouch of strange silver coins. They are minted, but not for any nation that you recognize.
Do they look familiar to me?
You can roll a history check on them if you would like to.
I would specifically want to show Emrys and be like,
Okay.
look at this. Can I have it?
Ooh, I rolled well. What did you say, a history check?
Yeah.
Good thing, because it's plus 0. 17.
17. You know that they are from the material plane,
Okay,
because no Fae would make money with silver,
right.
but you do not recognize the insignias upon them.
I'll say, these do not look familiar to me. Maybe you could ask Vaughn.
Thinking
Can I
that.
take a look?
I was thinking he might, or, you know, that I don't really know where Vaughn's from, so. Maybe Vaughn
CD?
would know.
CD wants to look.
Edie.
I spent some time on the material plane. What is it that I'm rolling? History?
Yes, history.
Natural 2022.
Yeah!
Excellent. You recognize that these are like what would be considered historical artifacts in incredible condition, because this is an empire, an ancient dwarvish empire that went extinct a long time ago.
I'm going to relay that to them exactly how you said it.
Do you all mind if I keep them?
Of course, go ahead.
I
You
think
found
it
them.
would be really cool to show them to my friends when I come back home.
I got
also
a-
keep the journal.
I got
is
a
there anything like
15.
in particular in the journal other than like drawings of Fae?
No, this is
Like-
somebody's very well loved and well cared for field journal.
Okay, noted.
I rolled investigation with Everest's help, and I got a 15.
Got a 15. You just keep finding doll parts, dude. It's fucking weird in here. Every drawer you open is like eyeballs, hands. It's freaking you out.
What's your
There's no
investigation?
It is a -1.
If it
Because
would
it's
be
intelligence
easier,
based.
if it would be easier, I can just say I'm helping you, but also roll myself because I have a +3.
Can we do that, please?
Yeah, I can do that. If you want to roll, just tell me, and I will also roll.
Thank you. I'm not a smart woman. This is not what I built Caladium to do.
So funny.
What'd you get?
Huh? Me?
Oh, that
Did
one I
you roll?
rolled.
No, this time around I helped Cal.
Yes,
Okay.
I rolled
Yeah.
twice.
I was
That
thinking-
15
I
was
was
with
thinking-
advantage.
If you
All
want
right.
to let me roll, I will, but I dropped my dice.
You can.
Nat fucking 20. Wait.
Man, we are rife with the net 20s.
So funny.
That is so funny. Wait, I'll
fucking
take a
funny.
pic. Let me take a picture. So a total of 23.
Excellent, excellent.
That is so
You
funny.
find a spool of barbed golden yarn. Like, it is sharp to the touch. It is metal, but it is yarn. And 3 bolts of silk in very nasty shades of green and brown.
Okay, wait. Spool of barbed gold yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Is it real gold or is it just golden in color?
It is real gold.
Real gold yarn. And then you said 2 balls of yarn, 1 green, 1 brown.
And 3 bolts of silk.
3 bolts of silk.
Mm-hmm.
And what were the colors?
They are greens and browns.
These.
You do not find anything else of notice in this room.
That is interesting. I'm gonna write that in my inventory. I'm keeping it, putting it in my pocket. I'll let Cal touch them first. And Dusty, I'll let you guys touch them since you're looking for stuff, but I don't think they'll ring your bell.
I'm smacking things. I got a 15 a minute ago.
By the time you rifle through one good deep drawer with your one hand, everybody
It
else
takes a
has
while.
like ripped everything out. There's nothing doing it for you guys in this room.
I hate this room. This room sucks, and I had to spend like 10 minutes digging in this poor little drawer.
Well, when I was looking for my thing in Bavlorna's home, it was in a locked room that seemed to hold important stuff. Maybe your all's items are important to Scabatha. We should go raid her room.
All right.
Locked.
Oh.
If I'm lucky, it's
The-
under her pillow, like I used to hide my things.
The door to this room is not locked. This is actually a study room. It is cracked open and you can see. Stepping in here, there is a staircase along the back wall that circles up above. But this room is very obviously separated from the children because it is just lined with shelves full of books. There is a desk with writing materials on it, several papers scattered across it, a tall oval wooden mirror in the corner, and there is a single flickering light from a candle sitting atop a human skull on the desk.
I really know how to decorate. Let's get looking. I can't clap. Dusty can't clap. Dusty can't clap. No. I've just made myself so sad. They don't know the joy of clapping.
Just smack your thigh really loud.
I don't know how to work. They wear very thick pants. Anyways, I'm smacking things around faster here. I'm smacking.
Oh, would you all like to investigate this room?
Yes, please.
Okay. Tell me what you're looking at specifically.
My dice just fell down on the floor.
Are we in the hag's rooms?
Under the mat.
Or are we
This is her study. There is a staircase leading upstairs to a room you all have not been to. You're at the very back room on this map. This
I
one,
go
and
upstairs.
then put a bubble above it.
Okay.
I should look good. I got a 19.
I want to look in the study for. I know you said there was like a human skull sitting on something. Was it on like a desk?
It's on a desk that has papers strewn across it.
I want to look at those papers, and I also want to like open any drawers up and see stuff. I am specifically looking for anything that might help us with the last hag, or anything that might help with CD's predicament.
So, since the papers are on top of the desk, I will not make you roll for them. There are several letters upon this desk, and you realize, since they are all addressed in various forms of dear sister, beloved sister, that this is correspondence between the hags. The first one reads, Sister, I do not have Eladon's horn. If I did, I would use it to free Bloodybeak and send it after the Jabberwock that lairs in the palace and hunts in your forest. No matter what Endolin says, the burbling beast of a dragon is a threat to our coven and our 3 realms. How Zybilna managed to befriend it, I'll never know. Maybe we should ask her. Ha ha. Much love, Bavlorna.
They're so catty.
Do we have the written version of that letter, please?
Oh, yes. Yes, you can. I like reading them to you because it's fun watching you all panic.
No, I want to have that forever.
The next one reads, Dear lovely Scab, the last time I saw the unicorn horn, it was in your possession. Pity you lost it. But fret not, I have gazed into the orrery of tragedies, and it has been revealed to me that Eladon's horn will be found. If worst comes to worst, recall that Eladon's mate still dwells in the forest. You could kill Lamorna and take her horn, assuming, of course, you're not too busy making toys. Your darling sister, End.
Last one? Or is there any more?
There's one more. And it reads, Dear sister, there's no use asking Endolin if she has the horn. She doesn't tell us anything. But if we don't find it soon, I fear what the Jabberwock will do after it gets tired of prowling the forest and turns its fiery gaze elsewhere. God's bodkins, that thing gives me nightmares. Must I remind you that we need a unicorn's horn to free creatures from the cauldron's time-freezing magic? It's not enough to know their true names, you know. Of course, my greater concern is that someone else finds the horn and uses it for exactly that purpose. What do you think Zybilna will do to us, we treacherous 3, if she's no longer bound by her cauldron's magic? Your beloved sister, Lorna.
Well.
Oh, fuck. I just had to say I wanted to go upstairs.
We should say.
I'm holding on to these for a second.
Let me take pictures of them.
Anything in the drawer?
Roll investigation for the drawers.
13.
In the drawers, one second, let me take these pictures first. Just so everybody can have them.
I'm horrified. I'm so scared.
You guys want to know something really funny?
I would love to.
There was some papers similar to this that were missed in Bavlorna's hut.
Ah.
It was just one of the really low rolls.
Rip.
Dude, this is stressing me out. Because I thought we were going to have to give the horn back to the guy, but if this is what unfreezes Zybilna, we might have to keep it. I don't know if they'll be okay with that.
Maybe Zybilna will be strong enough to free the unicorn.
Well, like what it says, you need the horn and their true names. So.
Wait, whose true names? What was that?
It says it in the thing, in the last one, but it says, it's not enough to know their true names. You know, of course, you need the horn as well.
So the person, but I know it's Natasha now, right? Natasha, whatever.
You rolled a natural 20. Yeah, I was about to say, you rolled a natural 20 on that to remember that Natasha is the famous wizard, who was also known to be an alias for Igwilv, the Witch Queen.
That's right. Well, maybe if we bring this guy back, they'll be cool with us keeping the horn. Maybe we can work our charms here.
We don't know that the horn has to be detached from their body.
We could just use it for this part. There's nothing that says it's used up.
Yeah,
or that
just
it breaks when you do this.
We
could just use it and then bring it back.
It might not even be able to be reattached.
If the unicorn that granted you power would be cool with you being like, hey, here's your wooden horse husband. We're not going to restore him because we're going to do the same evil thing that
we don't even have the horn yet.
But
we don't even have it yet.
If we freeze Zybilna, she could probably fix him. That'll be our bargaining tool. And if not,
probably and will are not the same. And also, we would be no better than the hags if we kept the horn. And I'm not an evil character. I am lawful good. And you made a pact, regardless of how dumb and sporadic it was. You made a pact with that unicorn, and if she comes back for us, I don't want to know what kind of magic a unicorn has. I don't want to get.
Freeing Zybilna is kind of the point of the game, is it not?
Listen.
What we're kind of what the objective is?
We don't even have the horn yet. We have to find it first, and then we can cross that bridge when we get there. We don't even have it yet.
If Zybilna isn't strong enough to free a fucking wooden unicorn, then why is she in charge of anything?
Exactly.
I don't think she's not strong enough. It's that my secret theory is that Zybilna's actually evil, and we're gonna have to fight her at the end of this.
I would turn on all of you so fast.
I know.
We'll put you in the dirt. Literally the entire game, I've been like, Zybilna's probably evil because what kind of fucked up woman keeps a little sex slave in her house?
Hey, she loves me.
I'm just saying. Yeah,
Does
as a
she?
pet.
Does she?
You're like a Shih Tzu.
She does. She loves me like a pet, and that's fine.
That's fine.
That's not normal.
Happy to let her be
normal.
Listen, I'm happy. Don't kink shame me. Also, I'm on the ground because I lost the dice.
Caladium has not had the thought necessarily that Zybilna is evil. Caladium has had the thought that Zybilna is just another spoiled, petty, rich bitch, like she used to see in the arena. So, Caladium very much has had that thought.
I guess it makes sense because Dusty is like, I trust nobody ever until I get to know them. So of course I don't trust Zybilna. They've never met this bitch, and all they know about her is that they kept Emrys in a little palace, and he's fucked up.
Probably on a leash. What is it, Andy? I'm so excited to hear what you have to say.
I want to search this room, goddammit. I want to look for stuff about constructs or changelings.
1 second. Let's
It's a 19 on investigation.
Hold on. Well, start first.
Anything in the desk?
Table. You're going through the desk. Yes, you find some stuff. The first thing you find is an hourglass, but there's no sand in it. From the top, there is a string of human hair connected to an eyeball that hangs in the lower portion.
The fuck, man.
These bitches just have gross shit in
Very
their
Hate it
cool.
here.
You can roll some checks about it if you want to. You also find
God, what are
you can make Arcana or a History check on that.
they're about the same. I'll make an Arcana. Nope. 3.
What'd you get? A 3? Excellent. Yeah, you have no idea what this thing is.
Can I show it to CD?
Yes, CD can roll some checks about it.
CD,
What the fuck is that, Star?
I don't know, and I'm a little afraid.
What am I rolling on this?
And you can roll Arcana or History.
11.
You do not know what this is.
It's disgusting. Put it down.
Keep it.
Well, it was locked.
Tell me
in
what you
the
have.
drawer. I
Tell me
feel
what you
like
have.
maybe it's important.
Let's do this. Can I hold it with a hand that's not attached to either of us? Mage hand. Pick it up with mage hand.
Please take it. It weirds me out. Eyeballs aren't normally connected by hair.
That's not right.
No, I don't have them.
In the rest of the drawer, there is a black feathered quill where the part that you grip is bone, and it seeps red ink.
Scary.
And then in the bottom drawer, there is a tiny clockwork frog with a construction absolutely matching CD.
It's clockwork?
You remove it from the drawer, no wind up. You remove it from the drawer, and it ribbits. It is moving around.
Oh,
It's in there.
look at this.
Hold on.
The gingerbread man in the gingerbread house. Oh no!
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals. I assume it sounds like a ribbit to everyone else, but I'm gonna say hello to the frog.
It ribbits back, and it sounds like slightly tinny when it ribbits to you, but it's like, hello. Thanks for letting me out of the drawer.
Would you like to go in my pocket?
Sure.
I'm gonna hold out my pocket for this frog to get in.
It jumps in with precision. Nestles around. Sits back up on the edge the way that, like, tree frogs do in the big fluted leaves.
I'm gonna be in the roleplay channel tonight talking to this frog. Okay?
Hell yes! Hell yes!
Oh my god, yes.
Alright.
Friend for
I got
CD.
questions. I don't know what they are yet, though, but you best believe I got questions.
CD, he really reminds me of you. That's a weird thing to say because he's a frog.
He reminds me of myself as well.
I'm glad he likes you.
We speak the same language.
She speaks
There's a lot of crazy.
You know what? I want to ask the frog if they have a name they go by.
Cute.
I can't remember.
Do you like one?
Yes.
Can I have a moment to think about it before I propose to you? Alright. I got 10 minutes on this bug. I got 10 minutes to come up with a name for this frog.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's all you find in the
back and
chest.
forth help you come up with names.
Existential nightmare.
I'll be like, what about this? What about this?
Who
gonna
else
text
was
you.
investigating?
I'm looking around. I don't know what to look in, but I rolled a 19, so I'm really
there
just
are-
laughing shit.
There are tons and tons and tons of bookshelves in here, so I assume Dusty would kind of end up taking to running their
You know,
hand
like-
along the bookshelves.
Sorry.
You quickly realize that all of the spines of these books are mummified frogs. Do you know Elvish, don't you?
I do know Elvish.
It is
What does that
sorted.
say for me?
It is sorted in Elvish. Like, you can tell that there's other titles on the books, but they have little tags on them that are all in the Elvish language. And there is
So,
a
like, Dusty's looking at it,
multitude.
like, squinting. Like, hold on, I'm a little rusty.
There's a multitude of books here. There's Pity He's an Elf, which is a very bad romance series featuring
Can I take that?
an elf main character. Yes, you can.
I'm
Yes, you
putting that in
can.
my bag as subtly as possible.
This is about an elf who travels the Feywild and befriends dangerous creatures in surprising ways.
Vaughn? Is it about Vaughn?
It's actually,
I'm sorry.
fucking canon to this book. Didn't even make that one.
Vaughn is in a Fae porn? What?
Is this story about us?
He would be.
He would be. That would be
Yeah.
I like to imagine that it's actually Vaughn writing a story about himself. He's like,
Oh, that's
Got a
funny.
pen name.
This is sounding like the Fae version of that Ice Planet Barbarians novel that TikTok got obsessed with. That's what I'm
My Immortal.
picturing.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
To me, this is Vaughn's My Immortal, and Dusty will be
Yes.
reading the fuck out of it.
Yes.
Real quick, I've settled on a name for the frog, so I would like to ask the frog if they would like to be called Hopscotch.
Oh,
That's a fun name.
Cute.
I
I
love
do
that.
like hopping.
Okay, then you will, for the now, be known as Hopscotch.
Hell yes.
very cute.
There are more books though.
Yes, I'm still looking.
No,
Touching
it's
them.
okay. There's the Queen's Gowns, which describes the many multitude of gowns worn by Titania, the Summer Queen, and details also the equally famous designers that made them. It is basically just a catalog of every gala gown she has ever worn.
Dusty does not care for that.
There
Me at the
is
library, like,
Tales from the Gloaming Court, which is actually 11 installations. It continues on because each book is titled and details different courts. There's then also rules, 3 rules to rule by. And this book looks very, very worn on the shelf. Last but not least, there is Twilight Tides, which appears to be about Fey oceans. Would you care to pull any more off of the shelf?
could I take those last 2 with me?
Yes, you can. The
Alright.
3 rules to rule by, you can tell from looking. It is a code of conduct for behavior in Prismeer. And it has been detailed over many, many, many times. There's notes, there's scribbles in here. And they appear to be from Scabatha.
Ooh. She crazy in here, or is she like, this rule sucks?
Yeah, she being kind of crazy in the book. A little ranty.
Girl, me too. Alrighty.
Twilight
I will
Tides
save
is
the
just
Oceans one for later.
okay.
I think that's
Save
another
for
one
later.
I'd be like stuffing in my little satchel, like
Would anybody else like to search the bookshelves?
No, I think I went straight upstairs. I don't know if Cal came with me, but I was like, these guys will figure this out down here, and I went up.
I very much went directly with you. Yes.
Okay.
I still haven't touched my thing, so I guess we're gonna go after we collect our items.
In this room, everything is perfectly orderly, not cluttered whatsoever. The bed is made with a patchwork quilt. There is a line of tiny porcelain pigs lined up on the bedside table. The only thing out of place is that in the center of the room, there is a very mold-covered dollhouse.
Can I want to look at the dollhouse.
Yeah.
Also, in passing, when
me?
we go up, I want to point at the like little porcelain pigs and go, "Oh, I think Star would love those," and then
I
go
do
to the
too,
house.
oddly.
They're just
They're
tiny
very
little
cute.
animals.
So, make an investigation check for me.
Sure. Do you want
Make
me
it
to?
with advantage because I
Okay.
cannot roll this.
Nice. With advantage, it's a dirty 20.
Peering through the very minute windows, you see another small bed inside that is not made. It looks recently slept in. And you notice there are hinges where the roof of the dollhouse is, so that it could, like, open up.
I want to open it.
It is locked.
Can I rip it open?
You make a strength check.
Okay. Clover. I got a natural 20.
That is very, very funny.
I got a natural 20, and so 22 total.
Because
Same dice.
it is
Sorry.
because it is so moldy, you use all of your twink strength to break this roof open. And for a moment, you feel so victorious. You're like, I did it. And you look, and you've broken the dollhouse in half. The roof has come, it is torn completely through the middle. You've taken the roof off, but it is still locked.
Interesting.
Shall I knock on it?
Well, you guys we were doing this while you guys were looking downstairs. So
Would
Not a spell clause for that anyway.
I'm interested in taking it down to CD if he doesn't come up. And if there's nothing else to look at in this room, I would do that. But
I feel like the moment that I picked up the frog, I named it Hopscotch, and then I started walking upstairs within the span of like 12 seconds. So
Yeah, that was,
I'm making
I think we were.
I would like to look around, if I can. I would like to look around the room a little bit further. If nothing in the dollhouse was like, the dollhouse. The roof is off the dollhouse, right?
Yes.
Are there dolls in the dollhouse?
There is not.
That's weird and funky, and I don't like it. Especially because you said the bed in the dollhouse looked like it had been slept in. I don't care for that at all in the slightest.
why we need to get it open.
There is also a jar of live moths on her windowsill.
Yoinked immediately.
I see them struggling to open the lock.
Oh, well, if you guys came up at that time, I would turn around and I would see CD, and I would say, "Hey, friend, can you knock on this for me?"
After I take a nap, I can.
I could try to open it, and I just like extend one really long claw.
I want to give Emrys the hourglass that has the hair with the eyeball in it. Like, Star found this. Do you know what this is?
It's scary.
Do I know what it is?
Roll history or arcana.
They're both +0. So that is a 14.
You do not know what it is.
Sorry, friends.
You do know the hourglass symbol to be very familiar. As
In what
this
way?
Is the hourglass. This is the hourglass coven
My
that
God.
you all are deposing.
Gotcha. It doesn't help me.
Need it. Want to know about it so bad.
Well,
So-
you guys found someone's heart and gave it back. Keep it. Maybe you'll find someone that needs an eyeball.
I guess that's true.
Star, I don't want to hold on to this.
I'll take it.
But I'll take it if I need.
I'll take it. I don't care.
I'm gonna give it back to Star.
I was gonna say, I have so much love. I don't know what this thing is.
Yeah, that's why I'll take it. I'm already cursed.
No.
Let's be
it's
so
fine.
real.
If anybody should take it, it's totally me. I love eyeballs and hair.
Don't make a
Sweetheart.
deception check.
No big deal, and I'm just gonna
Sweetheart.
Like,
Oh my god.
I'm
So
gonna try to unlock the thing.
looking for it, there is no actual locking mechanism.
Oh,
It's just really, really locked by something you can't see. Would anybody like to make an Arcana check?
Yes.
My arcane casters.
I got garbage.
My only +1. Sure.
Can I make one too? Even though I'm not really a caster.
I'll let Emrys make his with an advantage.
Thanks.
If I can.
I'll let everybody else see first if they rolled voodoo. What'd you guys get?
7.
7.
15.
What else? 15?
I got a 13.
Alright. 15 is enough to recognize the spell Arcane Lock.
Yeah.
I guess we will have to wait until you've had a nap, CD.
You have. Wait. I need to take a long rest so that I can get my spell slots.
We can take the dollhouse with us, I guess.
How big
Do you
is
not
the
have
dollhouse?
catnap this time? Is it not this game that you have catnap for?
I do have catnap, but that's only a short rest. So it
When
wouldn't
you cast catnap 8 times.
I don't have that many third level spell slots. In fact, I only have 1.
Let's just take it with us. Let's take the dollhouse. Let's not, actually. That's a horrible idea. But I want to know how to get in
No
there.
idea.
I have a feeling that if you open it, you can get inside.
We could come back.
It's got a little door, right?
Crazy shit in it.
It's got a little door on it. Like it's a dollhouse.
The part that is still on the table, yes. The part that you guys are holding, it is just the roof and like the top ceiling of the top floor.
So it's like the attic that we ripped off.
Can I just like kindly knock on the door, the fake dollhouse door, while everybody's bickering?
No response.
I feel
Very
like
smart choice, though.
I feel like
Does anybody have like a little toy?
Hang on, we're all talking over one another. Plum?
I feel like maybe this is Scabatha's room. Like maybe this is where she goes.
Well, didn't the kids say something like that? Like, or if one of us saw something, I can't remember, but...
I feel like we did see something that led to
Somebody.
that, and I don't remember what it was.
Somebody, I believe, ate a mushroom or did something funny and got a little future vision. Somebody did a little something that gave him a little glimpse for a second. And they did, in fact, see a hag sleeping in a bed in a dollhouse.
Yeah.
So this room. Oh.
Is there a
Well,
bed
we have to
in
wait.
this room?
Yeah.
There is a bed in this room.
Can I investigate the bed and see if the bed is strapped or if it's nice for me to lay
Absolutely, you can.
You're so
Alright.
Oh, let's
funny.
look under her mattress. That's where I hide
Uh,
things.
I got a 15 to investigate the bed.
It is, in fact, a normal bed when you're investigating it. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. It feels, honestly, not that slept in.
And I'm going to sit on the edge of the bed and just fall backwards and stare at the ceiling and attempt to begin a long rest.
That's like 8 hours.
They're getting a head start, you know?
I feel like Caladium at this point pipes up. I mean, like, it's not like we can't come back here and investigate further. The bitch is dead. We could just go back to the treehouse and then get a night's sleep and come back.
You have removed the roof. You can take it with you.
That's what I was trying to say. I wanted to take the roof.
Yeah, we could just take it with us.
Yeah.
What would taking the roof change? Like, why, what?
So that you
Just
could
watch
knock
it
on it when
apart.
you're done sleeping, so we don't have to come all the way back. I'm thinking, Emrys is thinking, the roof is a portal of sorts, is the dimension door to get in there, and that the actual house isn't too important. Whether he's right, don't know. But that's what his kind of thought process is going towards.
Essentially, seemingly, we didn't just rip the actual like roof piece off. We ripped off the roof and the attic is what we ripped off.
Yes.
And we can't get into the attic until we can undo the arcane lock.
Yeah.
Can I try something?
Sure.
On the actual house,
Mm-hmm.
can I try to gently step into it and see if I just start getting smaller?
Please make either a dexterity or acrobatics check.
You're gonna destroy it. Bull in the china shop type moment.
Please.
Roll well.
19.
Nice.
Thank God.
You step very delicately one of your big paw feet into the house and nothing happens.
Put a second foot in there. Maybe you have to stand in it wholly.
I don't think so. Do my toes feel any magic?
There's no magic in your toes. No.
I'm
I
just
feel
going
like-
to, I feel like you all are like looking at me or something, and I'm just going to like peer into the dollhouse and then look up and realize I'm like being looked at and be like, oh, and step out.
I feel like I'm going while the shenanigans are happening. I'm gonna start swiping porcelain pigs off the windowsill
Yes.
casually.
Excellent.
I want to look
Alright.
under the mattress that CD's laying in, I guess. I'd be like, just don't mind me. I'm searching.
Like lifting the bed up to look under it?
I don't mind
More
that.
like just kind of like looking under the bed, maybe looking under the pillow that CD's not laying on.
Oh, CD's not laying on any pillows. You're just in the middle of the bed.
Okay, cool.
So-
Then I'll like maybe search the edges of the mattress.
Underneath the bed, you find a pair of embroidered velvet slippers.
The way I
Ooh,
thought
this
you were
is
about to say
gross.
underwear.
No, they smell a little bit like hag feet.
That's
Oh.
gross. Leaving them
Plum, why
here.
would you say that to me? Plum, why?
And then underneath the bed, or not the bed, the pillow, you find a solid gold false eyeball.
I'm so smart. Also, ew. I feel like Dusty pulls it out and immediately drops it back down. It's like, oh, gross. Oh, gross.
She really loves eyeballs.
We're adding to our eyeball collection.
Do you pick it back up?
Yeah, I will after the shock has worn off. I'm gonna pick it back up. Can I make any checks on it?
You can make a check on it if you would like.
Yay! What kind of check we making here, Vicky?
I'll make it an investigation check.
Ooh, okay. I got a 19.
It is solid, fine quality gold, but you cannot discern any magical properties around it.
I'm just gonna put it in my pocket, I guess. This is an eyeball game now. We got eyeballs.
How many porcelain pigs do I manage to swipe while the shenanigans are going?
There's 13 total descending sizes of porcelain pig.
That's
So
so
cute.
cute.
I want all of them.
You can have all of them.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Adding solid gold eyeball to my inventory.
Adding 13 porcelain pigs. About how big is the biggest one? I'm just curious. What's
The
the
biggest
size
one-
range?
The biggest one is like
book.
solid, it would fit in your hand, and it's about this tall
Like
in the
piggy
hand.
bank size.
Yeah. The smallest is like thimble sized.
Oh,
like-
yes! These are gonna make excellent trinkets!
Delightful little trade materials.
Like,
What did you say, Plum?
are they like Russian nesting doll type deal?
No, they are actually they are all individually different painted pigs. They just appear to be porcelain.
I love them.
There's all kinds of different designs on them. I'm
I
picturing
don't
one
like
of them
that
like
these hags like pigs so much, but I do like these pigs.
this one in
Symbolic.
particular likes pigs.
Everybody's gotta have.
Animal is gonna be like, this one loves pigs. Lorna loves frogs. Like, what's the third one? I want to know.
She loves little crows and vultures, is my guess. She looks like a lady who likes to eat the dead.
Oh, that's so funny.
Why is it funny, Clover? Explain.
Yeah, why is
You'll
that
find
funny,
out.
Chloe?
You'll find out next chapter.
Awesome. I'm excited. I can't wait
I
for
don't
that.
like how threatening that is.
Cal, Dusty, have you all found anything that speaks to you?
Turning directly to Star, I have not found it yet.
What is that like little what is this? What's in here?
Hold on, I'm not on the page.
Closet.
Oh, that is in fact her closet.
Oh, we're gonna read
Open
her fit.
immediately.
Opening the closet,
Immediately reading her closet.
it is full of granny clothes and mop.
Why is she me? Why am I this one?
Nothing else? Nothing else in the closet?
Full investigation.
I want to help. I want to roll 2.
Oh.
Like
What?
looking.
12.
15.
I got a 15 too.
15s, you both find at the same time a cracked hand mirror with like a gaudy bejeweled handle. It's
That's not
golden.
it.
Lapis lazuli?
Right?
Are you picking it up?
Yes. Immediately.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I choose to fail?
You could not.
Are you serious about this?
No. let me save.
Can I guidance?
I could guidance myself, but I don't need it. It's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Looking at this mirror for a minute, you were just so entranced by your own beauty.
Mhm.
But then you sit the mirror down. It passes.
I do want to keep it. I want to keep the mirror.
The thing Dusty was like, come on, pretty boy. You
I
don't have to
have-
stare at yourself.
I have a one second. Where is it at? Can I take one of the bolts of silk, unravel it, and wrap the mirror up in it?
Yes, you can. A smart idea.
Thank you. And I want to keep it.
You're welcome. Okay. Cursed mirror. Awesome. Good for you to have.
I think so too.
So, you all are finding a big load of nothing in this room now. It's just old lady stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
when it seems like there's a lull in the looking, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt in case you all were making progress, but I did find something interesting, unsettling downstairs. Not just the eyeball, not that I don't like the eyeball, here, and
She's
I
really solid.
handed Emrys the letters.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Thank you. And I will read them. And I have to remember this really quick. Basically, it was like back and forth, but the big thing at the end was that they said they lost the horn. They don't know where it's at, and then basically you find out you need a person's real name and the horn to unfreeze them from the cauldron, which we know they used.
I also
Yes.
know that they are trying to free, like, it made it sound like they were wanting to free something else.
The first letter mentions, if I had the horn, I would use it to free Bloodybeak
Yeah.
to deal with the Jabberwock stalking your forest.
Yeah,
Do
so
I
we
know who
what they have
Bloodybeak is?
with the Jabberwock.
Excellent question for you to ask me that. Let me find that.
Also, going back in the game a little bit, because reading this, it says the Jabberwock that Zybilna had befriended roamed the forest. Was that the same one that chased us? Would I have recognized that? I didn't think to even clock that before.
Yes, it is. You know that is the one that Zybilna befriended.
Okay.
It is much larger than the last time you saw it, and according to this letter, it has claimed her castle as its nest.
Oh joy. Okay.
Got babies in there.
You, like, whenever you saw it last, like, you were scared of it because you recognized it, if I don't...
You know what? I think... Well, I didn't know if I recognized it because it was the same one or if I recognized the creature. Like, I couldn't remember.
You had
that it was the same one.
I think you knew it was the same one.
Okay. I forgot. Emrys didn't.
I would love if I could, like, find the page that I am needing. I'll tell you fucking later if you know who Bloody Beak is.
Okay. I could also roll if you would like.
Yeah, rolling would be so helpful for me.
Okay.
I wish there was like a helpful glossary in this book.
What kind of roll is it?
Since it's remembering something for your past, I'm gonna say just an intelligence roll.
Okay, that's a 16.
You do remember Bloody Beak to be a beast kept in Zybilna's bestiary.
Okay. So she says... Interesting. We can keep that locked away. Scary. Okay.
There was
so when
something
you're
about
showing
the
me...
letter that I wanted to point out to Cal.
Probably it's threatening the unicorn that gave me temporary magic.
I would
cool.
I would, like, as Imris is reading, kind of like give you guys like the brief rundown of what it is. And then specifically to Cal, be like, Lamorna may be in trouble. Her because they can't find Eladon's horn. I think they want to take hers instead.
Shit. I was gonna have to go back there anyway, because I got a weird dream and it told me I had to go back to the spring, so I'll tell her when I'm there.
Okay.
Well, speaking of that, Caladium and I have been thinking this whole time, like, okay, so Eladon is here. I found him. But do I really feel good about returning him to his wife in his current state?
Better than nothing.
True. At least we'll know where he is when we find the horn, if we take him back.
We can't really take him with us. Like,
I mean, how big is he?
He's a horse.
He's horse size.
Well, fuck.
I mean, she was riding around on him, though. Could we try to ride him around?
I don't think.
That sounds awful, but, like, if it means taking him back to his lady, I think he can suck it up.
Do we want her to see him like that?
No, he can't. He can just rock.
Yeah, it's a question of if the hag was like, if it was her magic that was making him fly, or if it's something that, or if he can work like a magic carpet, basically.
You can find out.
We gotta find him.
Where else did we want to loop through? We haven't really gone through the kitchen. Do we think there's anything?
There might be something in the kitchen if we haven't checked there.
I also don't think we've gone in here, whatever this is.
Again, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the map. Ping it again.
Let's go to the kitchen, boys. Let me cook us up some lunch.
Go ahead. You guys can go look around.
I'm
I
actually gonna move my icon this time.
I do feel like Caladium probably doesn't think her thing is in like the kitchen. So I feel like while the others are like searching through there and rummaging around, Caladium is going to go outside and see if she can find Eladon and have a little talk with him.
Well, also,
Okay.
you know, I just had a thought. Isn't there like a goblin market?
There is the goblin market.
What if they're
Waiting
just
to
like
bring
selling
up
your
the-
things? What if your
That's
things are
possible.
there?
I had not considered that.
Man, I got 28 gold. How am I gonna buy shit from a goblin?
You got a
I
gold
was
eyeball.
going to ask if
We
could
could just
go
punch
through
him. Get a gold
the
eyeball.
universe anyways.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going through there. Going to the market.
Can I still search the
Caladium-
kitchen real quick?
What?
Before we go to the goblin market, can I still search the kitchen?
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. Make an investigation check. You have to pass through the kitchen on the way anyway. Star, the room that you're in that you have not been in before is a sewing room.
I don't like that.
It is just full of silks and threads and large industrial-sized sewing machines.
Can I poke my head in there?
Yes, you can.
Can I grab a couple sewing needles?
Yes, you can. Easy peasy.
I just want a few of them.
Mhm.
That's it. That's all I'm looking for.
Like to once again keep an eye out for anything that seems like it might be important to CD.
I grabbed 3.
This room contains nothing but supplies. It seems like it's another aspect of the textile production here.
Okay.
There's little stools all around this big table with these large sewing machines. It's apparent that children may have been working in here.
I have one thing that I want to do while we're doing everything.
Mhm.
I want to get the mirror back out. And if I have to make another save, that's fine. I want to cast mending on the mirror.
Okay. Do you want to? Okay, I'll let you do that first, and then give me the wisdom saving throw.
Okay, then I do that. It just takes a minute of me touching it.
Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to fix the crack, and then I would wrap it back up and put it away.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna use a luck point. Okay, much better. What's my wisdom? That's a 15.
It catches your attention how beautiful you are for just a little bit longer this time. You spend a full minute just standing and staring at yourself in this handheld mirror.
Okay. And then whenever I fix it, I wrap it up and put it back in my bag.
Worst person to have this.
Right?
You guys are gonna thank me later. It's gonna be so clutch. You have no idea.
Investigation rolls in the kitchen.
Yes. I got a 15. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
It's too damn bad.
You open the first cabinet you come across, and it's full of dishware, like cups and plates and everything. And you almost shut the door completely before you realize that they all have faces in various forms of fear and agony impressed into them. Even the
I
cups.
really hate that. Is anybody else in here with me? I'm gonna whisper into the place. Are you alive? Are you guys alive?
Plates do not respond.
I'm going to take that as a no, and if you are alive, I am so sorry, and I'm gonna close the cabinet.
Would anybody else like to poke around in the kitchen?
I'll help poke around if the other room didn't really make anything.
Are there food things in here? I want to loot her kitchen for actual things for the kids to eat.
Looting for food. 13, you don't really find anything beyond standard kitchen cutlery. You do find a pair of tongs that is shaped like the end of it is shaped like a dragon's mouth, so when you snap it, it's a dragon's mouth
Aw.
snapping shut.
Thomas would have loved that.
He would
Yeah, you
have. He would have thought it was so
yeah, you would
cute.
have. Yes, you would have. You find in some spices, some onions, and then one jar full of very, very interesting mushrooms, which you somewhat recognize now as being fey mushrooms.
I really don't trust them. I'll be honest, Dusty was rooting for the alcohol that these hags fucking have, but there is none here. And
There
they're
was
taking the
one
mushrooms.
hag that made hooch.
I got the
I had some. Me and Star had gay roleplay where we drank it all.
Would you like to
Anyways.
take the jar of fey mushrooms?
Yeah, I'll take the mushrooms. They'll be mine.
Okay.
My jar of mushies.
Hee 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 hee.
Maybe they'll do the trick.
We need a little potty break. Is that what I'm seeing in the Discord right now?
I was trying to not put it on YouTube that I had to piss, but
YouTube gets to know. Haha, bodily function.
no, I was just saying before the goblin market. I don't care to wait while we're looting, but before we do that, I do need to go to the bathroom.
Well,
I also
truthfully
have to go
speaking, there's not much else in this room, so the next step would be
Okay.
going outside to the goblin market. It's a good time to take a break.
Okay,
Break time.
bye.
That was cute, Plum. I saw that.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Caladium is going to argue against going to the Goblin Market.
Why?
In character, the reason is Caladium is at like just under half health and is about halfway out of spell slots and would really like a nap.
You're right about that.
Caladium would really like a nap. Me, personally, I have literally been itching all day. I need to know if he's an adult, and I need to go beat his ass.
I just want to point out, CD has never left the room that they laid down in. So
He's in the hag room still.
sleeping.
I don't think
Pretending
Somebody
to
goes
sleep. So
there.
I'm with
gonna
you
be
on the
honest. I don't think
In
we
fact,
would have
I'm ahead
left
of you.
CD there. I don't think any
No,
of us
we would
have
not
left
have
CD
left
there.
CD.
That would not have happened.
CD would have put up at least a little bit of a fight.
And that is where Caladium would have been able to bring up, let's just go back to Little Oak, where we know we're actually safe, and then we can take a big-ass nap.
Okay. And then CD would have gone along.
I will say there are windows in the kitchen if you all would like to look out the windows.
I was gonna say, I didn't know if we were all back yet, but I was gonna say if Cal does want to not do that, maybe we could just like check it out first, like from afar, see how it is. But I can also disguise myself as a goblin if I wanted to go in and look. But if we're not feeling confident in it, we can always come back, because we'd have to come back for the dollhouse anyway.
Why are we not confident in the... What did I miss?
We're all low
Basically-
on health and spell slots.
Yeah.
I'm not low on health. I could just walk out there and see how they...
Yeah, I'm not either.
Okay,
Okay.
but I feel like this is a bad idea. I feel like we need to go take a nap.
You will be going in without support because I can do nothing for you.
Yeah, no.
I am not too concerned about a bunch of goblins that run shops.
I am.
I was muted the whole time I was talking. I hate my life.
Oh
I was
no!
gonna say, like, I think Cal's scared because she wants to go beat up that kid. And they don't know how merchants work, but Dusty grew up in a merchant town, so they're ready to haggle for their fucking life.
I also...
You don't fight with hands, you fight with words at the market stalls.
Even more reason that Caladium does not want to go. Caladium wants to go home and take a nap. I, Shelby, the real person, want to go back to Little Oak because my brain has literally felt like fire ants are crawling in it all day.
So is part of the party taking a little peek-see outside?
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
take a
not
peek.
going, but I do want to look out the window.
I like to take a little peek, see what's going on.
Looking out the windows, you all see the Goblin Market being utterly terrorized by the now freed dragon Wormling. He is absolutely just noshing on some goblins out there. Stalls are destroyed. It's like a small scale catastrophic dragon attack happening outside.
Yeah, maybe
So
don't
glad
go to the Goblin
that
Market.
thing didn't grow up. I was so scared. I need you to know that.
Well, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
He could just be a natural baby, I'll say it. He just
He
might
could
not
just
be
be
that
a
old.
baby. He could. We don't know. But yeah, Caladium, especially upon seeing that, is just like, okay, I think that's just our cue to go home. Back to Little Oak. Let's take a nap. Let's process some shit. In the morning, we can see if we can unlock the attic to the weird dollhouse, and if we really need to, we can come back here.
Are we taking the attic of the dollhouse?
Yes.
Okay.
So you all are leaving, venturing back to Little Oak.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you all wanted to stop and speak to Eladon on the way still?
Yes.
Yeah. Is he still
Yes.
in the same spot?
he is still in the same spot.
Okay.
Feel like Caladium approaches him kind of slowly, very gently puts a hand on his neck where you're supposed to put your hand on a horse. And it's just like, hey, I think I remember that you can understand me. Blink once for yes, twice for no.
Can he blink?
Can he blink?
I don't remember the last time.
He can.
He can.
Yes. And he blinks once for yes.
Okay. So, the bitch is dead.
Both of them.
Both, two. The frog bitch and toy
Bitches.
bitch are both dead. So, progress. I've talked to your love. I think, hopefully, with some help, I can get you back to her. But I didn't want to just return you to her in the state that you're in if that's not cool with you. So I wanted to ask you first.
He blinks twice.
That's a valid choice. And I completely understand that. It's hard for the people you care about to see you as a monster. Or something that you're not naturally, I suppose. But I'd feel shitty leaving you here, man. Especially because
he starts walking back and forth, and he can move like an inch at a time.
If we don't take you back, can we at least take you with us?
He blinks once.
I'd feel better about him being at Little Oak than I would.
Yes, that's what I was gonna suggest. Just not here with the little fucking green menace running around.
Are we going to get him up the tree?
We noticed that the hag was flying around on you. Is that your ability, or was that the hag's ability? Once for you, two for the hag.
He blinks once.
Okay.
Would you be okay with one of us riding you to where we go?
Blinks once.
Okay.
Who's gonna get on his back?
I'm gonna look to CD, I think.
Me?
I think I would see if CD wanted to.
If he doesn't mind, no one else does. It's is he like one solid piece with like rails on the bottom of him?
Yes.
Okay. Then I suppose that I'll. So I thought I saw a spider. Climb on him.
When you
We
sit
could
on
lift
his
you.
back, there's like an immediate lurch of movement as he rises up in the air. And he still rocks back and forth like this, but the rocking carries you forward and you are flying.
Let's go, I suppose.
Back to Little Oak.
I'm so
I need
glad
to
that was a
fucking
good
art.
ability.
Thank
Yeah.
God. I was about to say, I was thinking in my head, okay, how am I going to rig ropes so that Cal can pull him? Because I can pull him faster than he can inchworm.
I was
I
gonna
need
make him a set
art
of wheels
of-
or something.
I need art of CD riding on him.
Literally immediately photoshopping.
I humbly request Hopscotch be a part of it as well.
Yes!
Oh
Hopscotch just gets to sit on your head as you ride. That would be great.
I love hopscotch so much.
We've only had hopscotch for like 10 minutes, but if anything happens to him,
Instant murder. You all would see Star lose her innocence.
You know, I was just thinking about how glad I am that our group isn't like shitty murder hobo groups, because we could exploit the fuck out of this guy if we really wanted to, and I'm just really glad that we're not shitty.
Exploit who? Hopscotch?
The horse!
the horse.
Just flying around everywhere.
The horse is here. Anyway.
Just having fear about the other Witchlight group that I watch. Sudden fear.
I'm sorry. I saw Peggy. I heard of her. I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it at all.
I'm not gonna make you all do any checks. You all make it back to Little Oak relatively quickly. Yes? Yes, Star, darling?
At some point,
Mhm.
I want to hang back with Dusty and be like, do you think now is a good time to mention it? We are getting close, and I don't want it to be a surprise.
Yes, but tell Emrys first. Because if we tell Cal, I don't think fighting in the middle of the woods is a good idea for us.
Okay. Gonna chug along up to Emrys and be like, hey, can I talk to you for just a sec? Like, can you come back there real fast?
You're being weird. And I'll scoot back with you.
Hey, okay. So I'm gonna stage whisper. When we were in there and I realized the little tin men, lost all their power and stuff when she got killed. Do we think that applied to other things that we should maybe warn certain different blue person in the group about?
Clover,
Mm-hmm.
I know that Zybilna protected children.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know anything about if it was her that turned them into children, or if she just took in children and kept them safe?
Judging by what you saw happen to Win and why he's a child here, you presume that it is hag magic.
Okay,
That is
that's what I
making them
thought. I
children.
just didn't want to tell them the wrong thing. So Emrys would assume that we're gonna get back and there's gonna be a bunch of adults there, if they're even there, if they haven't left. Okay, so I, as
Don't want it to be a surprise, but also maybe we should wait until the base of the tree.
you know, Cal did seem awfully eager to get back to the tree. I'm wondering if they might not be thinking the same thing already. I don't think it could hurt to say something to. Are you asking me to?
Yes.
I can.
Yes, we are.
I don't.
We're asking you.
If obviously Dusty doesn't want to, if you would prefer to, I think it may come best out of you, but I also don't mind saying it.
I don't mind either way, but would you like to just do it together? Truthfully, I think that if we're having these thoughts, we should say them now.
Okay.
I need you all to know that Chalk Outline just came on my playlist, so.
My concern, truthfully, Star, my concern isn't that he is an adult here. My true concern is that he is an adult and he is gone.
Oh. I guess it would have been better to say it sooner then. I'm sorry. I knew we needed to do stuff at Loot Lurch. I almost said Loot Lurch. And
You don't need to apologize. It's not your fault.
I agree.
okay.
However,
Palladium.
oh, go ahead. If you want to do it, go ahead.
Let's just do it now.
What happened to that Empress tell him? What happened to that?
I feel like Cal was just like casually walking forward and has now spun around, has not stopped walking, but is walking backwards like a tour guide does. And it's just like, hey, what's up?
Well,
Watching us
before you say anything,
conspire.
I'm going to lean to Star, and I'm going to say, be supportive, no matter what they say. And I'm just going to smile at Cal.
I'm so ready.
Look at Star and be like,
And I'm going to just waltz on up to you and be like, I was doing some thinking while we were in Loom Lurch after we saw the Tin Men. You know how the Tin Men were just collapsed on the ground?
Oh yeah, I guess they were.
Yeah, because the hag died and her magic is gone. Oh, I don't
Star.
know how else to do this.
Star, I love you,
How-
darling. Just spit it out.
What if we get back to Little Oak and they're all adults again? All of them.
And I feel like it is at that point that Caladium stops walking, just kind of stops in place for a second, has a minute to think, and there is a distant peal of thunder as she just turns, faces forward toward Little Oak again, and starts sprinting. Full speed.
Okay.
Full speed.
what's going to happen? We should have known. We should have known.
I didn't get shit.
I'm going to turn to
As-
Star, and I'm going to say,
It's-
this is their vengeance to choose if they want. And I'm going to run too.
Caladium has never run this fast in her life.
Can the horse go faster?
You're gonna like yeehaw like a cowboy.
I
Go.
don't know.
The horse has been fucking flying ahead this entire time. Eldon's fast as fuck.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Steedy just sees me coming up behind him like fucking freight train.
I'm fast
I
as
think
fuck, boy.
The Looney Tunes smoke cloud behind. So, as you rage run up to the base of Little Oak, the first thing you are greeted by is Sloane sitting on the swing that hangs from the lower part.
A swan?
Sloane?
Sloane,
Is she a
the girl.
child? Is she a child?
Is she a baby?
Oh.
She is a child. She is sitting there swinging.
Oh, fuck.
I feel like Cal's gonna stop for a second, take a deep breath. It's just like, hey, sweet pea. Have you seen?
Why are you running?
I have something I gotta do. Have you seen my buddy, Orin, the little cloud-haired boy?
Mm-hmm. He kept falling out of the top of the tree earlier, so he's in timeout.
That's cute.
So is he? He's in timeout. Where is timeout?
Vaughn's room.
Okay. I'm heading up there. I gotta talk to him for a second. So.
Okay.
And she's immediately up.
I am so worried that Sloane just happened to already be a child.
Right,
Are you-
I had that
are
thought
you-
as well.
We're just kids.
The
How many
house
of you
is
just got kidnapped?
full. Do you want to stop and speak to anybody, or are you just fucking running in and running up the stairs?
I feel like once Caladium is in the tree, she has now entered, like, essentially predator mode, is what I'm referring to it in my head as, to where she's not running anymore. She's actually trying to move quickly and quietly now. But she is not really talking to anybody.
All right. Not stopping on the first floor whatsoever. You book it upstairs to Vaughn's room, where you find Child Orin, just as you left him, on a stool facing the corner.
I have so
He's in
much.
trouble.
Okay. feel like Caladium is taking several deep breaths at this moment.
I think I followed up, and then seeing Child Orin, I finally am like, and I like double over and then turn around and go back downstairs.
When you come back downstairs,
I'm imagining all of us like Scooby-Dooing up the stairs, seeing Cal standing still and being like, oh.
when you come back downstairs, you realize that the sitting area is populated with the other like 18 fucking kids that live here, with Vaughn in the middle trying to direct the game of Go Fish.
With 18 children? My God!
He is not that creative of a man. He was left alone with a lot of kids to watch over.
I'm very sorry, Bob.
I feel like Caladium walks into the room with Orin and just lightly like scruffs the top of his head a little bit. It's just like, hey kid. Just came in
Can I
to
get out
check
of
on you.
timeout now?
I don't think so. I know why you're in timeout, and I don't think I technically make the rules here.
I love Orin. I'm gonna be so sad when he gets murdered.
Ben,
Sorry.
is it though?
He's so funny.
He's
Yes,
not.
yes, it is. He is a victim. He is a victim.
Is he? Is he?
Yes,
Is he? Is he? Are you certain? I'm not.
You don't know
I'm
that.
We're gonna revisit that statement later on. We are gonna revisit that.
So yeah, I feel like she just
Oh.
like ruffles the top of his head. It's just like, no, you're not out of timeout. I don't make the rules here. Just sit up here, take a nap. Nobody said you had to stay awake. That's what I'd do. That is what I am going to be doing, actually. I need a fucking nap.
Well, that's fucking boring.
Well, it's better than being conscious and bored, isn't it?
Whatever.
And I'm going to close the door to Vaughn's room very gently. And I'm going to walk to the nearest piece of solid wall, and I'm going to punch it as hard as I can.
Big Kyle.
I'm sorry. There's such sexy art in our Discord right now. Like, can't drop this shit mid-game.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what is it? I haven't looked.
My
It's
God!
Thomas.
You can't drop this in the middle of the game!
And I immediately had to draw him. I'm sorry.
Kyladium. Oh my god. Amazing. Roll strength for me.
I will absolutely do so.
Don't hurt the tree. He's alive.
I know, I'm gonna feel bad about it in a second. That's a 16.
16. You feel one of your knuckles break.
That's fine. That's nothing I haven't felt before. I'll just drop that shit back into place. That's fine.
Disgusting. I hate myself for even making the image.
My tongue hurts. Even more.
You're home. There's surprisingly still children here. What would y'all like to do? The night is yours. You're beat the fuck up. Post coming off killing 2 hags. Those of you that are downstairs, Vaughn is looking at you all rather curiously, but not trying to, like, cause a fuss when he has them all sitting down in one place.
I feel like Caladium.
I'll go cook. And I'm gonna leave the room and get to the kitchen.
Caladium's gonna make her way to the like topmost point of the tree and just sit up there. Probably
On the roof?
scream. A little bit. Who knows?
Excellent.
I think I would catch Vaughn and Will up to speed. Let them know Scabatha's dead.
So are you saying this in front of all the kids? Or are you getting the 2 of them to come away?
Say it in front of the kids.
What?
Say it in front of the kids. I think you should.
Fuck it.
I think she would. Okay, I think she would have pulled Vaughn and Will to the side, but not far enough to where those eavesdropping little heifers wouldn't just be able to hear anyway.
The moment you relay it, Will turns and yells at the top of his lungs to everyone, Lady Nightshade is dead! And it's like the third Star Wars movie where the fucking, I forget what the Ewoks are just like, partying the fuck up. Yes. These kids lose their shit like they just got told that they're going to Chuck E. Cheese on a field trip because they all did good on the test. It's bananas. It's loud. Kids are bouncing around. Some are crying. Like, it's a lot.
Well, good for them.
We'll just spend the night celebrating with them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, most of them want to hear the, like, gory details. Like, they want the story.
These kids are fucked up.
They are.
Can
They
you
are.
blame them?
They're fucked up. I am cooking in the kitchen. I am not talking to them.
Caladium stays on the roof for the rest of the night. She cannot be around celebration right now. There's a lot going on in that brain.
That's fair.
I think if Caladium's outside,
like,
then so is the
theatrical retelling of it. Can I add some little flavor to this?
Oh, of course.
Okay, all right. Can I have, like, with my pipe and just general ghosty power, have like smoke and ghost retellings visually.
Easily. That is like essentially what your pipe of smoke monsters is for. It's like the smoke visuals.
I want to like have stuff like 3D movie like pop out of them and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. No check necessary. 100% love it. Love it. They're eating it up. So, Cal and CD on the roof, you say?
I feel like when CD gets up there, you know, like in cartoons where somebody has like their own personal rain cloud just sat like 5 feet above their head. I feel like that is what Caladium is currently experiencing. There is a literal, like, miniature storm cloud that is just sitting, like, 5 feet above Caladium. There's, like, fucking sparks coming off of it and everything. Shit is wicked.
Do you mind a little bit of ambiance for your brooding?
I don't know if you're saying that sarcastically or not, and I don't know that I can handle you saying it sarcastically right now. I just had to pop my knuckle back into place because I punched a tree. I need you to understand.
I'm gonna, like, beckon your hand forward. I take it. If you'll give it.
Yep, I'll give it to you.
I'm just gonna run my thumb over your knuckles and cast Cure Wounds on it.
That's appreciated.
And I'm going to pull a hopscotch out of my bag. And I'm gonna say, can you croak?
He croaks immediately.
He croaks immediately. Then I am going to use my Song of Creation and I'm going to make a hand pan. And I'm going to look at Hopscotch and say, feel free to join. And I'm just going to start playing my hand pan up in the top of this tree.
Oh my god. He's joining it 100%. He's like, you can see his little froggy face. He's trying to copy you.
I was like sitting there and listening to this. The storm cloud has not gone away. It's still just like sitting above her head like a fucking crown. And I love that after like a little while of listening to this, Caladium does kind of like, I very much imagine Caladium when she is stressed like this. As I've described her in roleplay before, she very much does sit in like the fetal position essentially. Her knees are like drawn all the way up to her chest. I do imagine after a little while she like essentially puts her chin on her knees and is just sitting there like, I don't know if I want to be comforted by this at this point or if I want to be angry. I don't know what is happening right now.
So, I feel like I owe you a little bit of truth on my end. I told you that Scabatha didn't make me, she imprisoned me. Because I'm not truly CD. I have all of these memories from the person that I was before Scabatha, I guess, got her claws in me. My name was Rune. And I'm trapped here in this. And I don't want you to think that I'm trying to say that I understand exactly how it is that you feel, but I suppose in a way I do understand what it is to, how it feels to be stuck in something.
We really are all fucked up, aren't we?
We are. But that doesn't mean that we have to dwell on it. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be hurt.
I thought it was gonna be today. Maybe, like, because that would make sense, you know? If shit was like, the doll used to be alive and wasn't alive anymore, the fucking tin soldiers, like, fucking broke apart. I thought today was gonna be the day.
Today for what?
Answers, I think, first. Actually, no, an ass kicking is gonna be first. Fucking. The second that is not an 8-year-old child, I swear to fucking God. Whichever one of you motherfuckers that's listening to me right now, and I know you're still up there, bitch, I'm not talking to you. I'm going to beat this man within an inch of his life, and then he is going to answer me. And I thought today was going to be the day that I got that answer. But it's not. It's not today. And seemingly, if it's not today, then it's probably not until we can get Zybilna out of whatever fucking pot they stuck her in. And I don't know when that's going to be.
The difference doesn't make, though, to get yourself so torn up over it if being so upset changes nothing for you.
Because I don't know any other way to handle this than to be angry. I don't know any other way that this is supposed to go. I don't know what else I'm supposed to feel right now at this current moment than angry and frustrated and fucking exhausted. That I have him. He's sitting downstairs right now. I could wring his scrawny fucking neck with one hand if I wanted to. It's thin enough. I'm not gonna. Don't give me that look. He's 8. He doesn't remember. He's just a fucking kid right now. I'm not gonna. But I could. And it wouldn't make a fucking difference. He's just sitting right there. The only fucking person in the world that knows why my life was destroyed is just sitting there in timeout. And it's driving me insane.
Can I tell you the way that I see it?
I would love to hear it.
The Orin that you knew is dead. And I think that mulling over the fact that he's a child now and maybe he can give you all of the answers that you want, that you so desperately need, is doing nothing but hurting you more. And I think that anger is part of one of the 5 stages of grief. Maybe you're just going through those motions. Maybe you're in denial too. Obviously, it's easier said than done, but maybe, hopefully, one day you can.
Don't you tell me to let it go.
No, pain never goes away. But maybe make peace with it. No amount of being angry will ever change what happened.
God. Yeah, that is fucking true, ain't it? Because if being angry could fucking fix it, I'd have fixed it by now.
Oh, I imagine that if being angry fixed any of your problems, you wouldn't have any at all right now. But being angry won't make him adult. It won't make him tell you the reasons why.
I just don't know what else I'm supposed to be. It feels... Listen, man, I'm not smart enough for this feelings shit, but it feels like being anything else. It feels like calming down or finding some kind of peace. Any of that. It feels like being anything but angry and constantly looking for these answers and constantly looking for this solution. It feels like doing anything else is just... It feels like doing anything else is letting her down. She's fucking dead. And he killed her. That has to be answered for. And it feels like doing anything else but trying to get that answered for is failing her all over again.
Do you think that you're not actively working towards that?
I guess I am, but it just... Like I said, it's frustrating knowing that he's right there. And he's useless right now.
Instead of thinking about all of the things left to do to get to what it is that you want, why not think about the things that you've done to get you to where you are? You found him, which is more than you've ever had before, which means that you're one step closer to having your answers. Several steps closer to having your answers. Today, we killed 2 hags, one of which responsible for him being a child, I presume. There's one left, and then we'll get to Zabilna. I don't think that you'll be stuck in the space that you're in right now for much longer.
Gods, I hope not. There's probably no end to the destruction I could wreak if I stay this angry. It was this anger that drowned a section of the Feywild, seemingly.
Who's to say that if it weren't you, it wouldn't have been someone else, though?
Could have been. Could have been somebody else, could have been anybody else, but it was me. That means it's on me. So that's some shit I gotta fix.
In
But
due
I don't
time.
know. Yeah, I don't know if I can do anything about that right now, but I have a feeling that whatever talked to me in my dream, that told me to go back to the place where we found Lamorna. So I gotta do that in the morning. I got a hunch that whatever that is toward that goal. At least I hope so.
Perhaps we should take a page out of Dusty's book and meditate, you think? Practice a bit of mindfulness. I don't have lungs, but I'd be happy to guide you through breathing.
Palladium is genuinely unsure whether CD is fucking with her or not. Genuinely unsure.
At that moment, like, as Caladium is, like, so very obviously loudly thinking that they're not sure if CD's fucking with them or not, CD would just, like, drop the handpan and it would, like, just disappear, because that's how that magic would work, and, like, cross their legs and just fold their hands in their lap and just sit. Eyes closed. Make the sound of breathing in, make the sound of breathing out.
Okay, if CD's going far enough to make noises, that I feel like Caladium has to think to herself, okay, no. My poor little not robot friend is being absolutely dead serious. Okay, we're gonna do this. No, Caladium will go along with this.
Third tries the fucking charm with getting Caladium to try self-help technique.
I feel like there wouldn't be a way to convey to Caladium without ruining the purpose of meditation. But pointing, like, thinking about, like, listening to the wind, like, going through the leaves of the trees and the creaking of the wood, and I feel like CD would be focusing on Caladium's breathing. And, you know, just, like, sitting in that moment and listening to all of the things that are going around, and, like, the rhythmic croaking of hopscotch, and just hoping and praying that Caladium is getting that too.
I'm gonna make a roll. We'll see.
Also, I feel like with sitting here, you know, just meditating, CD grows flowers. So I feel like CD would have, like, just small flowers, like, coming up around them, and, like, maybe they'd be, like, extending over to Caladium too.
You know, it does occur to me that, like, every time Caladium has, like, tried to sit and clear her mind of any noise, she inevitably has heard voices every time. So, I'm wondering if I'm still hearing them.
Currently, no.
I don't know if that's more scary or less scary.
That's because you're traumatized.
Oh.
Being healthy is scary.
You remember how Brennan Lee Mulligan talks about firing through the duplex door into the actual plane? That hurt. That hit. That hit me in my brain.
Sorry, I've been biting my comments this whole time, but I couldn't help myself.
Oh god. So yeah, I feel like Caladium clocks the fact that she's not hearing voices this time. She clocks it. And just gonna continue breathing because, to be quite honest, CD did make a good ass point in that there's not shit else that she can do at this point. He is still a kid. I cannot beat him to death in his current form. He cannot answer me in his current form. So there's no use fussing about it at this point. We're just gonna have to go on.
All right. So while CD and Cal have a nice meditation evening, what's everybody else doing? Got some loot to look
I
through.
don't know. My plan was to go talk to Cal. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I guess I'm making din din.
I would remind Star about the coins if she wants to ask Vaughn about them.
Thank you. I totally forgot.
And I would go with you.
Vaughn, you're from the material plane. I didn't do much exploring when I was there, but I found these. Who was it that pointed out their dwarvish? Somebody did.
CD. Yeah.
Okay. CD said that they're dwarvish, but none of us know the civilization. Do these look familiar to you?
He takes one, he's looking at it in his palm, and he's like, ooh, Dordalian Empire. Very nice. Haven't been there in a long time.
Like,
Wait a second. Wait a second. Tell me if I'm misremembering this, but didn't you say it was like ancient civilization?
Yes. Extinct.
Extinct. Thought so. I don't think CD said that to us, but cool. Just for my own brain.
How old is Vaughn? Damn. We got a grandpa in here, Plum. You better look out.
Gilf.
He's like looking at him. Where'd you get these?
at Liverch, I found them with this, and I'll show him the book. I don't know if they're actually related or not.
Ooh, he's looking through the book. These are excellent. I mean, I can't tell if a dwarf painted this or not, but
Sure. What is that place like? Did you call it something?
The Dordalian Empire.
Dordalian.
I mean,
That sounds fancy.
it's most dwarvish empires are quite fancy. It was partially underground, nice lava city waterfall. Beautiful place. Lots of obsidian.
Okay.
It wasn't. I mean, if you're kind of into like a flashy kind of like goth kind of thing going on, not unsettling, but
well, because lava,
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You're okay. Would you like this? I mean, you might need it if you ever go.
Like what? The coins?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I found them. I just wanted to show you.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought you were about to wander off with this in my hand, and he gives it back.
No. And then Star in her head is thinking, this is the second time someone has thought I'm giving them something when I am not. What is it about me that says I'm giving you a gift?
Welcome to the Feywild.
Cool. Neat. Yeah.
All right. Anything anybody else wanted to do tonight?
I think at some point I might have started to head outside to check on Cal and CD, but I think I would have heard them talking and then came back inside, let them be. I do think that if everyone's kind of doing their own thing, Dusty is cooking dinner, I think I'm gonna kind of creep off by myself somewhere and pick at this staff I have. I have some things I want to do with it that I've been texting you about, Clover. So I want to spend some time doing that.
You absolutely can.
Thanks.
I was gonna say, eventually after dinner, Dusty would want to interrupt because they have no manner.
I was gonna say, Caladium doesn't spend the night up there. I do feel like Caladium eventually, after they've meditated and they feel calm again, does make their way down to the kitchen to grab some kind of a snack and then head to Vaughn's room to sleep.
I would like to say,
I feel like
that
CD
Cal
would
finds a
be
bowl
like,
already made for them.
What were you saying, Andy?
I was gonna say, I think that CD would be so entranced and they're meditating that they probably maybe wouldn't have noticed that Caladium was leaving unless they said goodbye.
I did say
An
goodbye.
alternative to
so-
sleeping. Oh, goodbye, Caladium. Sleep well.
I like to think that whenever I do sneak off by myself, that I also go back to Vaughn's room, and I'm just like totally goofing off with Aura, and like I'm like he's supposed to be in timeout, and I'm like encouraging him not to sit in the corner.
If you're encouraging him, he's jumping on the bed.
That's fine. He can jump on the bed.
Horrible influence.
I think it's funny.
Enjoy him now. He's gonna be dead soon.
That's fine. But I would be at the desk that's in his room, so Orin can just be rambunctious everywhere else.
Can I be like shitty to Cal and like catch them right on the stairs? Can I be like coming down, tucking the kids into bed, and just you?
I feel like if you pointed at Caladium would lock eyes with you and then
not
walk
a pointer.
past.
I'm pointing as Bug, so
Yeah, I
that you know that I'm looking at you.
Caladium would still lock eyes with Dusty and then turn around and walk away.
Dusty is hardcore rolling their eyes, but still following you.
E.
What'd you say, Clove?
I said T.
Oh.
If you're walking away from them, Dusty's going to like follow for a minute and then stop. Very obviously loudly sighing. Fine. You want to continue to run and hide? Be my guest. But if you want to actually talk like adults, now that everything is settled, I'll be up the hatch. And I'm going to go to the little hatch. Not the roof with CD, but like a little branch.
Okay.
Alright.
I feel like Caladium stops and listens to you, does not respond, and then continues walking into the kitchen to get a snack.
Yeah, the bowl that I made for you that's sitting in there.
No, she doesn't eat that. If it's clearly laid out for her, she will not touch it. She will get something else.
I love Cal. Even though this is so toxic, I love it. I'm eating it up. I'm eating it up. Okay.
Thank you, by the way, Kay.
I was going to say that I just was hanging out downstairs before that.
Like,
So did I see that?
Oh, for sure. For sure. If you're hanging out down there, yeah.
Before you go upstairs to go to bed,
Mm-hmm.
Cal,
Yeah, what's up?
come sit with me for a sec.
Calladia walks out with like a butt end of a loaf of bread and like grapes that they scrounged for themselves in a little separate bowl. Yeah, what's up? And she comes and sits next to you.
Just a couple things.
Yeah.
One, I'm sorry if I earlier when I talked to you. I'm sorry if it was a little blunt.
No, quite honestly.
How else to put it.
Quite honestly, Whiskers, I prefer it when you're blunt. I'm gonna be so real with you.
Okay.
Tell me what you need to tell me. It was appreciated. That was entirely my own reaction to the news. Nothing about you, the way you delivered it.
Okay. Then let me be a little blunt about something else.
Sure.
I'm not angry with you that you used me in a fight with Dusty. Dusty did the same thing. Please don't ever do that again. I don't want to be angry with you. It's not something I do very easily. I I consider you a friend. And I don't know if you feel the same, but with everything that has gone down and happened, even if others might, I would never badmouth you. Even if you went upstairs right now and did what you wanted to do, I would not. And I just want you to keep that in mind the next time that you and someone close to me, no matter who it is, decide to fight. Don't use me.
I will genuinely apologize for that. It was uncalled for, and I shouldn't have brought you into it. Dusty might have done it too, but I started that particular section of that whole business. And it was wrong, and I shouldn't have done it. And I will not do it again.
It's okay. I forgive you. Besides, you're not my type.
I love her so much. I love her so much.
Genuinely, I feel like Caladium had like a grape in her hand, and I feel like she just dropped it.
I love her so much. She is so important to me.
That's hilarious and respectable, honestly. Half the time, I don't know what Emrys sees in me.
I do.
I don't. I am good to carry things, and I make sure he hasn't touched water since we've been here, so I guess that is useful.
I don't think it's that. Maybe you'll see it one day.
Maybe. Probably not today. But I'm probably not going to do anything else the rest of the day. I don't know about you. I need a nap.
I do too. Friends?
Friends.
Okay.
I feel like as you go to, like, Caladium holds out her hand for you to shake at friends. And when you let go of Caladium's hand, there is a card in your hand. And it's Temperance from her deck.
He just looks at it and smiles.
Sorry. Thought you were done.
Oh, no. That's it. I'm just going to smile at it. She's not going to say anything. You can go.
I feel like with that, Caladium's going to make her way upstairs with her little snack, and she's going to go to Vaughn's room and be greeted with the sight of Orin jumping on the bed, I assume.
When you walk in, Orin is just... I like to imagine that while I've been, like, at the desk with my back turned to him... Actually, no. At the desk, but, like, sort of, like, facing him. He's been, like, jumping on the bed and going... you know, like, talking. And I've been like, uh-huh. Wow, that's crazy. Like, just, like, feeding into it and kind of egging him on.
Like, Caladium walks in and it's just like, all of the other kids are in bed. What are you doing?
Oh, are you saying his timeout's over and he doesn't have to stay in here anymore? Orin, you hear that? You can go be rambunctious out there.
You're gonna get us in trouble.
Before anything else can be said, he is sprinting out the door.
Oh my god. You're gonna get us in trouble, Emrys! We're gonna be in timeout!
Let him have some fun.
At least that does get him out of the room, because I need to sleep. Desperately.
Well, I won't stop you. Might smell like kid feet, but...
You know what? I've smelled worse. That's fine. That's fine. You think that little bastard didn't sleep with his feet in my face for half our childhood? It's fine.
Would that be nostalgic for you? The smell of sweaty feet?
I feel like Caladium's not even gonna answer that. She's just gonna lay down. She's gonna throw her bag off and be in the middle of like undoing the straps on her armor so that she can lay down. She's not dignifying that with a response.
I'll be there in a little bit, and I'm gonna kind of like turn back. If you care to look at what he's doing, you'll see that the staff, he has all the crystals taken off of it, and he's slowly whittling down the T part. He's trying to get the T, like, that part off of it. And then his journal and stuff is over there too. But
yeah,
it looks like he's kind of like whittling it down. Basically, what I'm trying to accomplish tonight, there's two parts, but what I'm trying to accomplish tonight is turning the staff into a quarterstaff. Because I am proficient with quarterstaffs, and I think it would be really fun to have.
That would be very fun. Yeah, Bug, I love you. I'm so sorry. I don't mean this to be mean to you, the person, but no, Caladium's not gonna go talk to Dusty. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. Dusty's not gonna corner you. They don't like you that much.
That's fine.
Staying outside.
They made their offer. You saying no, by the way, though, is solidifying to Dusty that you are not worth saving and they don't need to care about you.
That's fine.
Like, that's what it's solidifying for them. They're
That's
like, all
fine.
right, well, fuck you too, man.
I love drama.
This was my olive branch.
I love black and white morality groups. So fun. So fun. So, one last time. Anybody want to do anything tonight? Conversations, looking through their loot, anything like that?
That's everything I'm doing.
Is
I'm good.
Dusty staying outside all night?
Well, Dusty's up there giving it ample time before they're like, you know what? Fuck you. We don't have to be friends. We can be business partners. We can be acquaintances and cut ties as soon as we're out of here.
Yeah.
So you're like coming inside at some point?
Yeah, at some point. If they get cold. They're gonna be like, it's cold out here. It's cold out there. Teehee wonder why. It's definitely not the frigid thoughts they're having.
Star. Well, wait. Okay, hang on. Where are you going when you go inside?
The hatch is in the kitchen, right? So I guess I'm coming back down to the kitchen.
Perfect. Okay.
I'd like to say I've got a little dusting of snow on me, but I have not yet noticed.
Okay. Star
So
is still
wild.
downstairs. I think like every time we've gone to sleep, and if she's not outside, Star's like sleeping on that little rug. Downstairs, like over here. So when you come in, I think she would notice the snow and just come up to you and kind of dust it off of you and just wordlessly give you a hug.
I will hug her back. I'm shy.
And when the hug is like almost done, she's just gonna say, "Thank you for trying. Give it a little more time. Things will get better."
Are you
She's gonna
asking
kiss
me
you
to
on the
give it more
forehead.
time?
What?
Are you asking me to give it more time? Or are you just making a suggestion?
Making a suggestion.
I don't want to. So I can't do this and focus and keep everyone safe if I am waiting on her. If I am holding a space for her that she does not want. So unless you ask it of me, I'm not going to. And as far as I'm concerned, if I do wait on her, I'll be waiting for eternity. I'd do anything you ask me, Star, but I'm not going to do it of my own right. At this point, it's a lost cause.
I'm not going to ask you to do anything in terms of your own emotions. That's something only you can decide. But I do think you're wrong. I don't think you would wait forever.
I don't think some people are worth waiting for. You, I'd wait a million lifetimes if I had to, but I don't think I should wait for someone who wouldn't do the same for me. I mean, you heard her. The only friend she has is a child and a dead girl, which means we are not her friends, regardless of what she says. Her family's destroyed. She's not looking for another one. And I've already had a family turn me out. I won't have another one. That's
Dusty,
yes.
I'm going to say something you might not like.
I expected you to because you are very kind and sweet.
Caladium lost the only person she cared about only just a couple months ago. And in the short amount of time that she has been with us, she has had to face that in ways that I can't ever imagine trying to do on my own. She and I are not anything alike, but I can't say that I wouldn't push people away if I were in this situation either. And I do think she's capable of finding new people to care about. Otherwise, I don't think she would be here with us and doing the things that she is for us. I don't think she's only here just for herself, even if she says it. So, give up on her if you want, but just know you're wrong.
You telling me I'm wrong?
I am. What are you going to do about it?
So, I could stand here and tell you that everyone has lost somebody.
Hang on. Pause.
That you and Pearl.
Oh no.
Pause. Pause.
Okay, sorry. Matt
I
was
was
in
like,
his underwear and had to grab something.
I
He was
felt
like
like a
watching
standardized
me,
test where
do
they're
that
like,
little
hey, put your
monologue
pencils
so
down.
politely from the door. Continue.
Oh god, I can't remember that.
Sorry.
I
Hold
can
on.
stand here and tell you that everybody has
Oh.
lost somebody.
Yes, thank you, Red.
Mm-hmm.
I could stand here and I could tell you that everyone has lost someone. I could say that you are facing something even more tragic in the threat to your entire home. I could say fine. I understand that she's grieving. But I think I'd rather just lay with you for a while and hold you and replace the uncomfortable feelings that I am unused to with ones that I'd like to get to know more. So if you would allow me to hold you, I would be honored.
Do you only wish to hold me so you can run away from this?
And if I did,
Then the answer would be no.
hold on. I'm trying to decide out of the 10 answers that came to my brain which one I want to say. Then if I asked to hold you, not to run, but to take a break, to rest.
That would be okay.
I think I'd like to take a break.
Come. Come lay down. The rug is nice and warm.
Loves her so much.
Backbone growing.
That was so delightful. Love it so much. Honestly,
Everyone's
be
face
offended
going.
this- I don't deserve to be defended this way. I need you to know that, but I love it.
So, Kate, you said you had one more thing you wanted to do tonight.
Yes. So
Mhm.
so Cal was talking about getting in bed and laying down, and I think that I was just like sitting working for some time, and I think without necessarily turning around just yet, I think I would say to Cal, do you think if you got your answers and did what you wanted with Oren, that it would give you peace? Truly. And this is something he's saying over his shoulder in like the attempt to give her some semblance of privacy to process his question.
I feel. I'm sorry I looked at the chat. I can't look at the chat while we're having serious conversations. I feel like Caladia was like half asleep when she heard Emrys start to talk. So she kind of like cracks open an eye and has to think about the question for a minute, and then when it dawns on her what the question is, she like actually wakes up a little bit to think about it. I don't know. I guess, if I'm really honest about it, it's going to depend on why he did it.
You know.
Because.
Oh, you go.
Because like I've been. It's almost like I've been thinking about this nonstop since it happened, but there had to be a reason. He couldn't have just killed her on a whim, out of the blue. there had to be a reason that it happened. And I think his death is going to mean something different based on that answer. Maybe he did it. I don't know. There have been ideas in my head that maybe it wasn't a coincidence that it happened right after Dawn sent me that the love letter that she did. Maybe it was out of jealousy, one way or the other. I mean, we all did grow up together. It's entirely possible he developed feelings for her, or maybe me, although that does not strike me as plausible. I have to consider it. Maybe it was that. And if that was the reason, then his death would be nothing but justice in my eyes. But that doesn't strike me as realistic. There had to be a reason that it was Dawn. And there had to be a reason that it happened when it did. But I don't know that reason. I don't know if maybe he was promised something. Maybe he was promised his freedom. Maybe he was promised. It can't have been gold. Who would pay enough money to take out some lower ranking slave gladiator? I don't know. But if it was for his freedom, if it was for gold, then his death, I think, would still feel like justice to me.
I think at some point he might kind of like turn and look over his shoulder and say,
Yeah.
You know, it's also possible he could have been threatened in a way, considering who we found out that your mother is.
Yes, that has changed the theories that I myself had come up with. But it still begs the question of why she had to die.
Do you think you have the self-control to get those answers?
I do.
Because I noticed something earlier. And at this point he'd turn around. I don't know if it could work. I don't know what you're capable of, but the child magic did seem haggish to me. And I believe that arcane users of your and now our abilities, don't you have the ability to dispel certain types of magics?
I'm going to be realistic with you. The magic is as new to me as the loss is. I've not had it for very long, and now I've broken off my pact, essentially, with the original person thing bitch who gave it to me. So I don't know how much of it I still have access to, realistically. So I'm in a bit of a flux right now.
Would you be interested in trying without the others?
On the one hand, yes, absolutely. On the other hand, however, Dusty already hates me. And it makes your mission that much more difficult if we alienate the other two members of this party.
It is interesting that you're considering Dusty's emotions.
I mean, she is still technically traveling with us. We do still have to deal with her. She is a thing that we have to consider.
That is true. I'm not saying you had to. Just an idea I wanted to propose. Something to sit on. Again, I don't even know that it would work, but just a thought I had. And I'm glad that you didn't jump on it.
Believe me, I've had worse thoughts. But none of those thoughts do me any good if it means that I kill him before I get my answer.
That's why I asked if you had restraint.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I am going to beat the living hell out of him when he turns into an adult again.
I believe that is your right.
I am going to leave enough teeth in his mouth to where he can speak and answer me, but because he has to answer me.
Cal, you do not have to explain or justify your actions to me. We've killed 2 people today for whether or not, they're hags, the nature of them is the same. I'm not above killing as a means to an end. In the slightest, and I do think that you would be well within your right to do so. And honestly, and I think he'd lean forward and prop his elbows a little bit. I don't very much care how the others feel about it. I care how you feel about it. And if there's anything we can do to speed this along, I'll help you with it.
You're quite hot when you're devious, you know that?
Oh, how I wish there were not children in this tree.
Mm-hmm. It is going to be nice when we get the hell out of here.
I couldn't agree more. I'll sit back and I'll kind of turn back to my desk, and I'll take the only one that I have done tonight, one of the crystals from her thing I have turned into a pendant, and I'll toss it over to you. I'm proud of the restraint you're showing, even though I know you want to jump on it.
I didn't survive as long as I did in the arena by jumping ahead. Sometimes restraint is required. You have to know what your target is before you swing. And the 8-year-old kid upstairs causing absolute havoc is not the target.
Very true. And at this point, I think he'd get up, be done for the night, and come to bed. But that is all that I wanted to do. That is my way of sneakily saying, I know, as someone that is playing a cleric, when you have level to third, access to 3rd level spells, you have access to dispel magic. And if this is a magical effect, you could maybe try to. I don't know if it would work, but it is a thought that I had.
Good question.
Just above table, throwing it out there. Greater Restoration?
Greater Restoration does restore modify memory spells. I literally just had that happen in my other game, and it revealed a plot point like a dozen sessions early.
Just putting it out there.
Are we officially going to sleep for the night? Everybody's all tucked in.
We're tucked in. We're snooze-axing out here, guys.
We got about 20 minutes of the night left, so let's go ahead. It's the next morning.
Oh.
Rise and shine, everybody.
It's
relatively peaceful sleeping.
Oh, I wasn't anticipating morning stuff.
No nightmares?
No nightmares?
No
really?
nightmares. It is a calm night. You all earned it
Um,
after fucking destroying those hags. You're
I don't
tired.
trust you.
Too tired to dream.
That was pretty fun.
Something
Let me
bad
read
Yeah,
my
I
stats.
feel like Dusty laid on the ground and was like planning to be cute with Star, but immediately passed the fuck out instead. They're waking
What were
up
you
bright and
saying,
early,
Andy?
bushy
Now
tails.
that it is a long rest, I have changed my spells around a little bit. Because I get to do that on a long rest. So we took some different things. I took something that John suggested, and I just took the thing that Kay suggested.
Oh man, I didn't even think about what I want to try to take for my seance spell today. What are we
You don't have
doing
to think
today?
about it right now, since you all are not going to make it out of this cabin before the day really starts. Like, 'cause I'm gonna run out of time. So morning stuff. I figured, since we have our spells back now.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, let's
Does
bring
somebody
the.
want to knock on the fucking attic?
Thank you.
Yes!
Thank you for the reminder.
Oh!
I will find CD immediately, first thing in the morning.
Oh! I forgot about that. Hold on, let me make
I
sure I
forgot.
erase all my polymerks. So, oh my god, hold on. Let me. Fuck. Erase. You're bringing me the attic?
Yes. And if everyone else wants to be there, I'd wait for them to, but.
Yes, I would
I
like
would
to
come
be there
just
when the shit
because
opens.
I do not trust it, but also I want to make breakfast, so I gotta decide.
I want it
I'm
to be known when he's knocking, I want to be holding his hand. Just on the off case he gets yanked in somewhere, I want to hold on to CD.
All right,
Okay.
well, I'm making breakfast. The dice
I'm gonna
decided I would not be participating.
Is
No.
everyone else here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm up there.
I'm just gonna give it one nice firm knock, because this is a loud fucking knock that's heard 300 feet around.
Your nice, exceptionally loud knock pops the lid on this arcane locked attic to reveal a harp and a wand in the top.
A harp and a wand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
Are they
that.
tiny sized?
No, they are regular size, like somebody stored a real item in here.
So
Can
when
I-
it opens, then it's real life size on the inside?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
I would like to put my hand on both of those objects.
Touching the harp feels right. It feels right. But if you may remember from your feline friend, she didn't feel better until she smoked the pipes.
Oh God. Okay.
What's it look like? What's
Feel
the harp
like-
look like?
Yes.
It is a golden cherub harp.
Ooh.
Aw, I love harps. They're so nice.
Palladium. I just want to say I'm very excited for your first musical debut, and I'm gonna give you.
Oh,
the
you
for
shouldn't be.
I'll give you
I
guidance.
love her so much. That's my girlfriend, everybody. She said it first, not me. Therefore, I'm allowed to claim it.
Guidance and bardic inspiration.
You shouldn't be. I'm gonna put that out there right now. There's a reason that they handed me the little tambourine. All I'm good at is hitting things.
I know how to
But I
play
feel
those.
like-
Maybe I could teach you if you don't know how.
I feel like Calladio is gonna sit there and look at the harp for a second, and she is going to attempt to pluck the strings in some kind of an order.
You play it however badly, and a magical pen appears in the air and begins to write out. You are not very good at this on the dirt or on the roof in front of you, but it is your handwriting. And you suddenly feel quite better.
I feel like
I'm so
Calladio
glad.
takes it in both of her hands, and it's just like, you're stabbing me now!
Oh, it would reply, but it requires to be strummed again.
I have
run
to
out
look
of
at the
minutes.
message I was just sent. Hang on.
I want to lean over to Star and say, "Hey, if Cal's thing is in here, do you think Dusty's might be?
It probably is, although it's weird that it's a wand. I'll go take it to them, I guess, since they're downstairs cooking.
You thinking about my wizard brother right now? Like, hold on a minute. I don't like that.
Is there anything else in the attic?
No, there is not.
Just
It
take
is
out
just
the
the
wand
two
and give it to
items.
him.
Wait, Dusty's downstairs, right?
Yeah, I'm making
Mhm.
breakfast. The dice decided I would worry about making breakfast for all the 18 children and Vaughn, who I'm assuming can't cook.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hide the wand behind my back and go up like all like nonchalantly and be like, I have something for you.
I feel like Star walks in as Dusty's like, yeah, I found this book. It's kind of good. I think you'd like it. When she comes in, and just kind of looks at like, that's very nice stuff, but I don't know how to use a wand.
I
I've
was
never.
hiding it behind my back.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said you had it
I
out.
was gonna
Like,
eventually reveal it to you.
sorry, I thought you said you had it out. Might be it.
No,
I take it back.
I was being sneaky.
Being sneaky. I take it back. Just gonna look at you for a bit and be like, you have something for me? Where did you go?
Oh, somewhere. However,
All right.
for you to receive your gift, I require one kiss.
Just one?
Two.
All right. But if you ask for more later, you're going to have to give me something quite good. I'm going to give her 2 kisses and also push the plate that I've made for her towards her.
And
What'd you say?
I said, open your hand.
Okay, I opened my one hand.
Pause. I looked away for a second. When I looked back, I didn't see the start of Andy's yawn, so it was just. I was like, what are you doing?
You guys are
Yawning. I needed air in my lungs.
Doing the It's Always Sunny, like.
Oh. So there's a wand in your hand now, Dusty.
I'm just looking at it like, hold on, let me get a prop. So I don't know how to use this. It's very nice. Not that I don't appreciate you bringing me this, but I don't.
Are you kind of waving it around while you're talking about it?
I'm just kind
You
of
do
like
that.
moving it.
You do that. A little pulse of magic goes around the room and
I drop
reveals in
Drop it
a
immediately.
glowing light the trap door that leads downstairs to the outside of the tree. And you feel whole again. I guess is the way to describe it. You feel better.
Drop it immediately. Like, is it supposed to do that? Stop. What is this? What did you give me?
Do you
I don't do pranks well.
feel like something that you were missing might be back?
No, Star. I feel amazed. I'm gonna pick up the again. Oh my god. I did not realize how much I missed sarcasm. It has been so long.
Dusty is unstoppable now.
What are you?
Dusty's fast arc is coming.
Just
What-
what they
what
need
is
to
this?
follow their self-destruction arc.
Right, my
Sass.
Oh, I get to say over the name of this already.
Yeah.
Wait, so you said a little trap door opened?
Well, it revealed it. It revealed it. Yes.
I was just gonna look at it like, that's odd. It's not some. Hmm. Of course, they'd put it in a wand, right? They'd put it in a wand. They had to have known I had one hand. How am I supposed to carry other things with this? Thank you, Star, for bringing it to me. Of course, the one I'm looking for always seems to find what I've lost. How sweet.
No, wait. Wrong. Talking to the wrong person. I had something that I thought of earlier and realized that it's an Imris thing, not a Dusty thing.
So, I guess technically the gameplay is going to have to end here, but I assume. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
I was making sure you didn't have anything in particular before I did this.
No, we got 10 minutes, and you all have something that you intend to do later this day, I think. So, can't do anything
I have
else.
to go back to the glade. Yes.
I do want to go ahead and do my seance with all 4 of you. I'm going to take a 4th level spell. I'm going to take divination. I would like to ask. Wait.
Mhm.
Well, okay, I know that Zybilna is the source of Imris's power.
Mhm.
Would I think of. Would she count as something that I could use divination for?
Let me look at the spell.
I mean, she's an archfey, if that helps.
It's talking about, like, you're asking, like, your deity, yada, 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 yada.
Would it not have to be yours, then?
Well, I don't have a deity, is the thing.
It just says.
No, it says with a
Hang on.
god.
Yeah, I was about to say, it says with a god or a god's servants. I think you can ask anybody.
Okay. Then I would ask Vaughn's gay ass for some incense.
Wait, no.
And
He
then
definitely has some.
I would tell Imris that I would like to talk to his creator if we think that's possible.
She's not my creator. The hags were.
Oh, I don't know how it works. But I want to cast divination, and I want to ask her where the horn is, the unicorn horn.
Let me open my fucking book. Hold on.
Let's go.
You are so good at spellcasters. I love you, Pookie.
I want
Delightful.
to play a bard so bad just to be a troll.
For real.
It's fun being a silly bard. It's so good being a silly
The
little
way
bard.
I would cast divination on the last hag to be like, why do you ligma or something?
Right.
I would just use it to be a dick.
Call him the hag.
A pristine, like, powerful voice rings out in your head. With Egric, my quasit.
That's a thing she just said.
Is that a word?
Egric is the name.
Egric is the name.
But I'm like, what's
Quasit?
They're familiars.
Is a type of familiar that you can have.
I can make
It's a rocket.
rat into a closet.
So after that, I would say thank you to her. And then I would turn to Imris and I would say, she sounded beautiful. She said that the unicorn horn is with Egric, her quasit? I don't know what that is.
If you're interested in knowing what that is, I can show you in an hour.
Oh.
Clover.
Mm-hmm.
Him hearing this, thinking back to the castle, what he's seen at the castle, you know, whenever he was there, was Egric anywhere at the castle that he has seen?
Not frozen anywhere that he saw.
Did he see him not frozen anywhere?
Not that he can recall, but Egric was never far from Zybilna.
Oh, buddy. Oh, wait a second. Let me see. Fuck. I wish I had scrying, dude.
Scrying would be nice in this situation,
I can
wouldn't
scry
it?
through my teeth, but I would have to give him my tooth. So
Here's
I would have scrying as a seance spell, but I would have to be able to cast 5th level spells, which I will not be able to do in this campaign since I'm taking rogue levels.
alright.
real. I
Alright.
just can't wait till I decide to pick ceremony for one of our gay games.
Okay, so I think Emrys would assume, I don't know if this is right. I think Emrys would assume that that means the horn is at her castle. Because Egric stays close to her, he's a familiar. I don't think he would have left, especially if she was in, imminent danger. I think that he would have stuck by her. So I would let me come back to character. I'm so excited. Egric is her familiar. Like how Rad is to me. She was actually the one that showed me how to summon them in that way.
Oh.
Oh. If Egric has the horn, it's likely, and I'm gonna whisper it, even though we're like here, I think he feels like weird saying it out loud. Then the horn is likely very close to her. I think I'd have to go home to have it. But and I'll look to everyone else and I'll say, do you... Oh. I don't know if this means we should go there or to the hag first.
If we do take out the hag sooner, it may make going there a little easier. We're already going to have to deal with a giant, scary dragon.
It might make it easier, but I mean, from those notes, aren't the hags afraid of the Jabberwock that's there?
I would still.
And
I would still.
Also, I don't want to sound extremely pessimistic here. The hags, something about their connection to me allows them from time to time to look into me, to look at me the way that I can look at Rat. And I worry that me even telling you this is giving them information and they could be there before us. I don't know.
Oh.
And if they get there before us and get the horn, they could free something probably worse than the Jabberwock.
Well, then, hey, listen, tell you what. I have got to stop by the glade today. There's a weird voice in my head in a dream that told me I had to go there. So I have got to go there first. Then, after that, where is the palace? Is it not in, like, the place we need to go next? Anyway?
Well, you have to remember this is the Feywild.
Yeah, directions are fucky here.
You can ask your guide.
Yeah, because Vaughn would have to take us to it anyway.
True. So, we'll bop downstairs. We'll ask Vaughn. We'll figure it out.
I think after this conversation, Emrys, if you think that you may be looked upon, maybe we should limit how often we speak of this.
I don't wish to talk about this again.
I think that's a good idea. So we need to go ahead and decide now. Well,
My only concern with going straight to the palace is it's entirely possible, if they can look through you, that if they see us headed up there, the last bitch is going to follow us in. I'd rather take care of her first so there's nobody coming in behind us.
I do kind of feel the same.
Share the same sense.
God, Clover.
What
whole
did
time,
Clover
I'm
do?
like, we cannot just go there. I know what'll happen.
Yeah, we're learning. We're
I'm
learning
gonna
from
be-
past
I'm gonna
mistakes.
be
Another life
honest.
I listen.
I don't want to go straight there. I don't. I'm trying to be true to my character.
No, that's valid.
I feel like,
That's
come up with a
valid.
reason, Brian. Give us a reason, please.
Honestly, like, me and Star both think it's a good idea to go to her first. Because I feel like if we go there first, it just leaves like room for some like you were saying, like
Yeah.
her to come in behind us and
No,
Precisely.
I agree.
and then we've found it for her. Whereas if we kill her first, it doesn't matter if we find it; she's dead.
We should say out loud that we're going to the palace first and then come up with hand signals to suggest we're not going to. So that she thinks we're going there.
That and if we take her out first, then we've got all the time in the world to make sure that we are careful, we walk through there slowly, and we look around. We're not going to be worried about somebody coming in behind us or trying to take it from us. We take the last bitch out first. We take care of all threats that we can handle. Then we head in.
I think Cal, out of everyone, would know the expression that Emrys is wearing of my goal is right here and I have to be patient.
Yeah. Caladium literally puts a hand on your shoulder. It's like, I get it. I do. I understand perfectly.
I will put my hand on your hand and look to Star and you and CD if CD is there. Okay. I trust you guys.
It's just occurred to me, the player. Was Dusty not part of this conversation? Has
No,
Dusty been making breakfast?
Left out. Dusty was there. Emerson and Dusty aren't friends right now, apparently.
Well, you said you were making breakfast.
You said you were making breakfast!
Yeah.
Breakfast is over. I came to the seance.
Oh, well, I didn't know
Okay.
that. Then I'm looking to all of you.
Dusty's sitting there sarcastically, like, "Oh yeah, you there for everybody else. It's fine. It's totally fine. Whatever, whatever." Mumbling to themselves.
Then yeah, he just says, "Okay, I trust you guys. That's what we'll do, and we can go talk to Vaughn, and then then we'll do whatever."
All right. Anything else y'all wanna do before we call it for the evening?
Nothing that we have time for.
I'm gonna throw
I'm
up.
definitely being catty with Vaughn, telling him about this book that I was reading during breakfast. I'm reading the fan fiction one that's about him.
Dude, when I read that, it was like on the library list. When I saw it was on the library list, I was like, how did they get in my brain for this campaign? How did they get in there?
Dude, this
Not
game.
me.
Oh, okay. Wait, everyone say bye to YouTube. Everyone say bye.
Bye, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.